Yo, what up, lifers? What up, lifers? What up, lifers? It's Dave Life. It's Dave Life. You're watching Dave Life After Dark. Dave Life After Dark. And this episode is called, Are You Really Single If You Have a Roster? Are you really single if you have a roster? Look, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us tonight. So I want to say thank you, and I appreciate that. Let's start this off like we always do, the right way. Heavenly Father, have your way, Lord. I pray that you would speak to your people. Father, I pray that you would enlighten us, entertain us, and inform us, Lord. I pray less of me and more of you. Have your way, Lord. Forgive us of our sins that we've committed both by commission and omission. Charge it to our heads and not our hearts, Lord. I pray that you would help us have a great conversation. Help us help someone. Help us help ourselves. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen, amen, and amen. What up, man? What's up, man? What's up, man? What's up? All right, man. All right. Let me get the levels right. All right. You look, man, I appreciate everybody for joining tonight. It's been a long week. Thank you guys for coming back. After Dark is a place where we can discuss things. We can talk about stuff. You know what I mean? And I appreciate everybody that helps us out. Look, if you want to support Dave Life After Dark and Dave Life TV, you can hit us on Venmo at Dave Life. You get us on Venmo at Dave Life. It's scrolling right there at the bottom. You see the bottom of the screen. Hit us on Venmo at Dave Life. Hit us on Cash App at $ Dave Life TV. Any tips that come in, I'll make sure I share them with the hosts. We just do it like that, man. Send a little coffee money, tip money, hookah money, food money, whatever that is, man. Whatever our way to relax is, I'll make sure that gets to everybody. So I got a few hosts that's going to help us out tonight. We got some of the regular contributors. I should say the regular offenders in the building, man. Let's start this off with my brother from another mother. I've known him since 8th grade. He's my boy. All right. You know what? We could have called him Big Boy, but we don't call him Big Boy. We call him Big. He's shaking his head. We call him Big Corey G. Big Corey G, man. Come on to the stage, Corey. What's up, Corey? Need you to unmute for me, Corey. No, it ain't unmuting. Let me see. Did it? There you go. It almost did it.
There we go.
What's up, Corey?
What's up, man?
Hey, man, when I said Big Boy, I was just thinking of the name Big Corey G.
I know you were.
Your Instagram.
Yeah.
I can call you. I can call you. No, you don't. Big Boy is Slim Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest man with the best basketball handles. What other big man has had handles?
Well, he's gone now. He passed away. That was Escalade. Charles Barkley.
Okay, yeah, Barkley. Yeah. Shaq had some decent handles.
Yeah, all right. Anthony Mason.
Oh yeah, Mason definitely.
God dog. I can't think of too many other big boys that was like over the healthy with handles like that. Not like me. Not too many. Okay.
All right. Tooting your horn a little bit, and you know what? You deserve it. Here we go. All right. Let me bring up some more people, man. I see somebody else. Oh, there she go. My sister from another mister. We call her that girl. She's all woman. And she's been on After Dark for a minute. This is a regular panelist. She is the if Al Tariq is the conscience, man, she's like I don't know. We got to figure out that title. She likes to stir the pot. Sophie, come on to that stage. Sophie, that girl.
Yeah.
Sophie, what would we say? What would be your subtitle? You know, who are you on the show?
I speak in italic, bold, and cursive.
Okay, all right. She is the personality of the show. She's in italic, bold, and cursive. How you been, Sophie?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you changed your hair.
And good. I did.
It looks
I
nice.
did.
Okay.
Follow me on Sophie _ that girl, and you can use my coupon code to make your purchase.
There you go.
All
Okay. All right. Wait. Okay. So that works. I like that. I like that.
Thank you.
Cool.
And
Do that.
sometimes in old English.
It's like it's supposed to get like a '90s vibe. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I
It
don't know. I
works.
think it's just so grown and sexy.
Yes,
It
it
works.
It's
is.
just cute.
All right.
Like a dark tea vibes.
Okay, okay.
You
Someone
know
sent
what?
me a
Facts.
Megan Good. She had like a little curl, like going action. It was like Megan Goodish, but it is just a
Okay.
vibe.
Okay. All right,
She's the
Sophie.
vibe.
All right.
Hey, Paris.
Oh, Parrish is in the building. What's up, Parrish? Hold on. Where's she at? Okay, Parrish. Boom. You look lean and healthy, Dave. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. She said abundant blessings.
Oh, hey,
All right.
Miss Parrish.
Corey.
I'm sorry.
Corey got a thing. All right. I have somebody in the building. She's new. She has dimples, and I was on a show with her the other day. It was a really good show. I like her perspective, and I said, "Hey, you ever want to get on the show? Let me know." And she said, "Yeah, Dave, let me know." So then tonight I said, "You got time?" She's like, "I got time." Her name is Tanya. You got to unmute for me, Tanya. Her name is Tanya, but she has dimples, but we call her Dimple and Plain. What's up, Tanya?
What up?
What's up, Miss Tanya?
What up? How you doing?
Tanya, that's Sophie, and then Tanya, that's Big Corey G.
What up, y'all?
This is gonna be
Thank you
interesting.
for having
This
me.
is absolutely. Whenever there's new blood, it's always interesting, and I enjoy that.
New blood.
I enjoy that. Let's see.
All right, I'm up for this.
All right, now this homie right here, hey, he ready to go. We got to catch him now. He gonna be like, Dave, I told you 10 minutes, so let me get him in the building. This brother right here, I've known him for over 10 years. He's my barber. When I'm in LA, I got to put when I'm in LA now, since I'm not always in LA no more. But my man Estevan, EJ the barber, is in the building.
What's going on with you? Dave, my fake client, we got the short hair. I love the short hair. Don't hurt him, girl. Don't hurt him. Escalade, how you doing, man? What's going on?
Hey, Corey G. And then we got
Tanya.
Tanya.
Yeah. How you doing?
She got the same. What do you call it? The bang going?
You know what I'm saying?
A soup over.
She be over here teasing her bangs and shit. She got it going.
Yeah.
The ladies get the hair going tonight.
Yeah.
Right.
Over there looking like Mary J. Blige. So we got Mary J. Blige and Megan Good in the building.
Oh, she gonna come with drama and she gotta get Mary J. Blige. Don't put that tag on her. Don't put that tag on her.
She the queen of hip hop soul. Come on, man.
Queen of drama.
Well, I'm just talking about the look. I'm just talking about the look.
Okay.
Mary J.
My life.
In the sunshine.
I won't change my life.
Oh, okay. Ooh, right. right. And Sophie over there also looking like Sierra.
Yes,
Ooh.
I get that a lot. Yeah.
Go.
And then who's the first lady of with 50 Cent? What was that girl's name?
Oh,
Olivia.
no.
Olivia.
If I
Someone
was your
told me
best
that
friend.
Make her smile.
Hey, yeah, Olivia.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna see if Miss Parrish gonna come on up to the stage. All right.
Don't do that
Parrish.
to me, Dave. Do not.
I'm
do
doing
that
it.
to me.
I'm doing it.
Dave, do
You
not
know
do
why?
that to me.
You know why I'm doing it? You know why I'm doing it? Because we're starting on time, as we said. I am. Listen. So for those that don't know, we do have a team meeting. Everybody knows that internally. So please try to make it this Wednesday. I am taking suggestions. I was told by wise counsel, you can be stubborn sometimes, Dave. So you need to listen to people and take suggestions. You know, stick with the vision, but you need to listen. That's all right.
They said you can be stubborn, dog. They said it to you.
I mean, you know me since 8th grade, Corey. You the best one. Am I? And if so, what's the pluses and minuses that come with that?
I guess we'll discuss that on Wednesday.
Shout out to Corey. Shout out to Corey. All right. You're right. Where's she at? I'm trying to. There she go. You can't miss Parrish. Hey, Parrish, I'm sending you the link if you want to. Paris, what you got on your page?
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
I just, I'm gonna go ahead and show.
Please, come on.
Out. Yeah.
I'm gonna show. I mean, Paris, you know, this
Help
is
a brother out.
Paris is just Paris.
Yes, she
Come on, Paris. Where's she at? All right.
It is.
I mean, Paris is Paris, but I'm gonna tell y'all, I was like that middle picture. I said, what is this? Y'all can't see it yet.
What is
Damn.
this?
No.
I gotta click. Okay. There.
We're anxiously
Oh.
waiting.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well.
There it is.
All
There.
right.
Nice.
The beautiful Paris
Paris.
Blair, Sexy Spirit TV, always keeping it sexy for everybody. All right. Parrish, I went back and checked. You started on episode, I want to say 29, Parrish. That was something. So, but yeah, all right, y'all, let's get going. Because I know
Yeah,
S is like, dude, come on, bro. All right.
Yeah, because got an hour.
No, everybody, we got an hour. All right, so tonight's episode, you guys, is entitled, Are You Really Single If You Have a Roster? Are you really single if you have a roster? That's the question tonight. You know, I know that you guys are gonna have stuff to say about it. I know that. Let me pull up some of my ground rules right quick, and then we can get into it. I do have some ground rules if I can find them. I'll have to read them because I'm not ready to show them yet. But the ground rules are, there you go. Matter of fact, you know what? I will show these. Before I do that, since we got a little time to kill, roster. Anybody confused about what a roster is?
I'm not.
What's a roster, Corey?
But what's the roster?
What's a roster? For the audience that may not know, what's a roster?
These are people who are you engaged with basically in constant rotation.
Engaged with
Heavy rotation.
All right, S, since you spoke up, what's a roster?
Oh, he pretty much he called it out right there. Once you know you got a couple that you're dealing with on the regular.
A couple what?
A couple females that you're dealing with on the regular. You don't have a girlfriend, so you're single, but you're not single. It's kind of complex.
All
It's
right.
kind of complex. It's not as easy as everybody thinks it is, but it's a thing.
Okay.
And
Sophie, what's a roster? Oh, I can't hear you, Sophie. My bad, you got to unmute.
Yeah, in terms of sports, it's just people who are on a team.
hey, some running like a basketball team and a football team, so I dig it.
Yeah.
You're
In
right.
terms of sports, it's people that's on the team.
And you can be a free agent. So if you're a free agent,
Talk to them.
you can have a
girl.
roster. And matter of fact, you should, but we'll get to that part once Mr.
Okay.
Nichols.
And if you're uncoachable, I'll spread the news and tell other players, other owners of their team that you're not coachable, and you won't get no playing time over there either.
Now we
probably already know that.
Now we talking about the unwritten rules of being on a team. All right.
They probably already
look,
know that.
I heard free agent. I heard of course roster. I heard rules. I heard I can talk to other owners. So I heard owners. Okay, Tanya, what's a roster?
That's gonna be your go-to options in the event of. If it's a concert, you got your go-to. If it's a barbecue with the family, you got your go-to.
Okay, Tanya, shift to your right a little bit.
Okay.
You gotta lean. There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
You gotta have your go-to options. That's what it is.
Got the logo on the face.
I know, right? I know. I'm trying to get it straight.
It's
Hold
the
on.
logo. There we go.
There you go.
Oh,
There you
yes.
go. There you go. Hold on. Now I gotta test it. I gotta see if Tanya did everything right during. There you go. Okay, Tanya, you centered. Okay. See, there you go.
Nice.
That's why we do the setup before the show. Okay, cool. All right, we got everybody back. Bet. All right, so now we know what rosters are. S, I'm gonna S. You want to mute yourself, or you want me to mute you?
I'm good now. I just had to put my seatbelt on.
Okay, bet. All right,
Good for you.
Susie, she said, look at Susie. She said, whoa, the show is starting good already. All right, Susie, we waiting on you to come up. I am gonna mute you here and there because I'm getting background sounds. Don't worry. When I see you, I'll remove you off mute. All right, y'all. Let's look at a little clip here that set this up, that inspired the show. What I try to do is, oh, I didn't get ahead of myself. Let me give you the ground rules. We do have some ground rules for those that don't know. Here they go. I'll put these up. I put them up last time. All right, ground rules. Boom. All right, ground rules. We got a couple of rules here. Number one, we want you to respect everyone's right to their own opinion. Let me see if I can zoom in. Can I? Oh, look at God. All right, Jesus. All right, boom. Respect everyone. Respect everyone's right to their own opinions. Okay, everybody has a right to their own opinion and their own personal perspective. Two, it's okay to have differences. Right? It's okay to have differences of opinion, but don't attack anyone. So we want to make sure that even though we may have a difference of opinion, try not to just like come for somebody's neck and don't make it personal. This is a friendly discussion show, not a debate show, like I said a little bit earlier. Do your best to not argue with or be intentionally rude to regular guests, panelists, commenters, or even the host. And look, that includes me. Because if I'm going hard and I'm excited about something, it may come off like I'm like being rude. All right. So let's try our best not to be rude. Err on the side of love. And five, intentionally rude, aggressive, attacking, or trolling commenters will be removed from the chat or from the show. So let's say, for instance, Corey is going off, on Sophie. Now he just won't let it go. And we try to calm, hey, come on, man, like relax. Sophie's, like chill. And he keep going. I might have to say, all right, Corey, we'll get you next time. Yeah, I had to pick Corey. Don't be mad, Corey. I just use it as an example.
It's okay. You know what? It's all right.
And if there's a commenter, like one time there was a commenter going back and forth with a panelist and they wouldn't let it go. And I was like, is something up? And then they were like, no, we good, Dave. We ended up reading the comment and looking at it. But then when they kept going, I just had to remove the commenter. So those are the ground rules. All right. Okay. Everybody cool. S, you got those ground rules, S?
Yeah.
S, you got the ground. Okay, so you can't attack the panelists. Yeah. He said I'm not paying attention.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
Because it's a friendly debate show, a friendly discussion show.
I'm a friendly attack them.
Friends with friends like S.
She gonna she might get hit with a stray. I mean, it just happens.
I feel you. But y'all get the heart of the rules. All right.
We got it.
Let's now, since we got all that out the way, now let's get into, there it is. All right. Now, this is something I want to share. This is the setup, y'all. Imagine you're on a dating show. This is the Pop the Balloon show. And in the balloon show, there was a young man that was up there, and there was a lady explaining to him, I guess, why she popped the balloon. All right. And then there was a little bit of discussion here. The important thing I want us to take away from this is his mentioning of a rotation. I said roster, he said rotation. It's the same thing in this context. All right, let's see what the discussion was.
Are you single? Do you believe you're single, or is there anyone out there that believes they're in a relationship with you?
I'm single. I am single. I do have a rotation, but it's
Thank you for your honesty.
I just gotta be honest because it's gonna come out eventually. So you know what I mean. Like,
I appreciate it.
But I'm not doing nothing with everybody if that's what you're trying to get at. But we talk on the phone,
I need my man to be my man, and crazy about me and only me. So when you talk to me, you drop everybody else.
All right. So she said, "Are you single?" And my man started fumbling and stumbling. So, all right, we're gonna watch it one more time to get the gist of it.
So, are you single? Do you believe you're single, or is there anyone out there that believes they're in a relationship with you?
All right, let's start right there, ladies. If you ask a man, "Are you single?" Why do you have to clarify? Do you believe you're single? Is there anyone that thinks you're single? Like, why did she go that far with him, Sophie?
Oh, because she is insecure and she is a little bit, I think, disconnected with reality. Single to means unmarried even if you're dating somebody, you are single. And in some instances, even when you're married, you don't own anybody. You don't own anybody. I feel like the man, I commend him for being honest. Um, I think it's cute. Maybe Maya Angelou or Oprah or somebody created that thing for women to ask, are you single? Does anyone think you're in a relationship and all of that? You're gonna ask a big girl question, expect a big boy answer. His answer was yes. And I believe that it was real. He's not your man until he's your man. It's for you to go ahead and be out here like everybody else and fight for your man because there's other women that are also pursuing him.
Mm.
So
Okay.
for now.
Okay.
Just-
Tanya, being the next lady on the panel, why does she go that deep into detail about are you single? Do you believe you're single? Does anyone believe you're single? Would anybody have feelings about? That's a lot of questions.
Yeah. Well, she's asking the wrong questions. That's first and foremost. But since she asked it, she's asking for clarification because being digmatized is a thing. And so if you're out there and you're on the
We're
roster,
not. Nope. We're not gonna let that slide. It's being what?
Digmatized. You heard her.
Wait a
digmatized,
minute. Wait a minute.
dig-
So you're saying that if you're
Yeah.
digmatized, then you may have you
you're
may
connected now. According to you, that's your man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he gave it to you good. It's like, well, you better not be giving it to nobody else. But he is. He is. But when you get into, if you haven't established your position with that person, if it's just you're just doing what you do, you can't assume that you're in a relationship, right? You can't make that assumption. Just because you're doing relationship things doesn't mean that you're in one. Like, you're just going through the motions until you make it official. So for her to ask if he's single, I think is the wrong question. What she's asking is, are you married? If you're not married, then you out here.
yeah.
Oh wow. If you're not married, then you're single.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if we got to get into the actual definition, then yeah, like, you can be
Mhm.
dating, and you can be dating seriously. You can be dating monogamously. You can be dating casually, but you're still dating.
Mhm.
These some,
All
these
right.
some grown ass women. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Corey, since you spoke up, Corey,
Yes,
my
sir.
question for you is why okay. I know why the women asked what they asked in the little meme here. Why did he fumble and stumble? Check him out.
I'm single. I am single.
First of all, he says I'm single. Oh damn, did y'all hear that?
Yeah, we heard
Yeah.
him.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't put it up so you could see it. All right, but you heard it. So first of all, he's saying he's single, Corey.
hmm
Why he fumbling and stumbling? Why not just say it with your chest?
Well, because they put him on the spot of
Mhm.
he's trying to figure out, should I lie or not lie?
Mhm.
That's
Mm,
what he's trying to figure out.
mm.
So he decided to tell the truth. That's what he
I
did.
don't think he would. I don't think he would have fumbled if the girl with the big wig would have asked, because
Wait, what?
the one with the big wig,
Yeah, I tell
he
you, the
probably
one
wouldn't
that was
I
have
saw.
next. Yeah, exactly.
cared.
Mhm.
He wouldn't have cared if
Okay,
she asked. He would have told her straight up without any kind of fumble, any
Right.
hesitation, like,
Mhm.
yep. But because the girl that was asking was probably somebody he was partially interested in, in adding to
Exactly.
the roster, he's
Mhm.
just like, "Ooh, wait, hold on, how do I answer this?"
Mhm.
Yeah, tell you, you're exactly right. Because he was
okay,
attracted to the girl that was like in the
That's
orange.
asking. Yeah.
okay. Well, hold on. Let's see. Let's keep going.
I do have a rotation, but it's
So
See?
you're saying he was attracted to the girl in orange.
Oh yeah, because
That's
she had a balloon up. She didn't pop the
yeah,
balloon.
Okay.
yeah.
So he's attracted. So he's fumbling and stumbling, and he can't get his words right because he's afraid if I tell her I have a roster, then she may not like me.
Right.
Now he's gonna lose. He's gonna lose
He
out.
gonna lose. Yeah, lose out.
He gonna lose out. All
But he
right,
told the
Esther.
truth
I
anyway.
suspect that
Yes.
she's asking a very vulnerable question. And it was quite lengthy,
Yeah.
even though it wasn't appropriate. It's an appropriate question, but it wasn't the appropriate time.
Fine.
And when you're wanting a man to be vulnerable with you, um, we have to package it. I think they both like it's one of those things where everyone's right and then no one's wrong. I feel like she packaged what she was saying. It was just like so much, and then he's trying to receive that, and I'm gonna be vulnerable. And then he like used he what they both didn't really like sync it up right.
This is the right like avenue to be asking that. Like she doesn't even know his name for real to be asking like, "Are you single just yet?" You know, how do you
Yeah,
even know that you want in it with to win
yeah.
it with him yet? You
Well,
know,
I think for the show is I've watched them a couple. I've even went and watched this entire. She was married like for 11 years. She's newly single, so her mindset
um,
is just coming into it at a different mentality. But all those questions are great when you're at a different like level in the dating thing. You know, it's a great question, and then his response is also great and open and honest as well. It's just the wrong time. And then you have the cameras. I'm sure it's under pressure, but I definitely commend
he's
someone to say, "Hey, yeah, I am seeing other people." And then he also said that he's not um sleeping with them. So he really didn't even understand it because he even tried to clarify, like, is that what you mean? So again,
do
she
we
asked the
believe
big
that?
heavy question
Right.
and she wasn't clear.
Do you believe that he's not sleeping with all of his rotations?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
what's a
mhm.
rotation though? Is a rotation
It's a schedule.
people right? Well, right. But I'm talking about in terms of dating. Oh, Estevan, I don't think we got your input.
Yeah, we
S,
did.
why was he fumbling and stumbling over the question? And why did she have to go so detailed to clarify? Are you seeing someone? Does someone think you're seeing someone? Do you think you're seeing someone? Like they both. She went deep and he started evading. Why?
Well, most of the time, most a lot of men are trained to believe that telling someone they want to hear something that they want to hear versus
Mhm.
telling the truth. So he stumbled because he was like, yeah, he's attracted to that woman, and he was like, well, if I tell her the truth, she may run from it. But because I'm taking, but if I tell her a lie, I might be able to get what I want. But then it's like as he realized, it's going to eventually come out in the end anyway. Uh, you got to be careful with questions when you ask them those type of questions because a lot of people aren't grown enough to want to hear the truth,
Mm,
and you're on a dating show and she's hollering. She's kind of delusional, when once you're talking to me, then I mean you're talking, you're not in a relationship.
Mhm.
As somebody said, if you go they ask your status, it says single, married, or divorced.
right.
It doesn't say talking to somebody. It doesn't even say girlfriend.
Mhm.
Yeah, but hold up,
So
S. Hold on. Let's not act like boyfriend, girlfriend, committed
I
relationship, or going steady is not a thing. Because I
no
heard Tanya say that, but let's be real, y'all. People know that as an adult, we still say, you know what, we're in a relationship, we're committed. So,
but but if I say I'm single, I'm not in a relationship.
Mhm.
I
but
have
somebody
I
That's why
said,
that
no.
why
If I'm single, if I'm listen, if I'm saying I'm single,
okay,
I'm not in a relationship.
right,
If somebody else is got their mind fixed around, like she seems like the type of girl that if you hit her, then that's your you are now her boyfriend,
Mhm.
and she
right,
may be the only one in the room thinking that.
Mhm.
When he has probably repeatedly said, "Look, I'm single. I'm not. We're not in a relationship. Nah,
Mhm.
you mine.
Mhm.
No. It's a two-way street. We both got to get on the same street
Mhm.
and be going down in the same direction. We can't just be on the same street. We got to be going in the
right.
same direction with that. So I mean, she's kind of delusional in her thinking with that, and she probably feels herself a little bit too much, and she probably a little crazy. He probably did a good thing by avoiding that. Not a
it was
landmine.
Mhm.
it was a little aggressive for I'm about to pop my balloon or not. It was a little bit of
Yeah,
an aggressive question for the situation. It
Hmm,
was just too much too soon. You know.
And it's the peer pressure too. I mean, they're all lined up. Everyone's
exactly.
there. the chick was bad with the cowboy hat and the outfit and everything like that. Like, so
Yeah, I was trying to see that
I
too.
would have definitely would have like, saved that, put that on pause. And then also I think there's something that I do and take pride in. I think we as women, if you're of the mentality, yeah, I mean, look, come on now. I mean, so if you think that if you're of the
Yeah,
reality
I'd have
that
went with the stallion. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
yeah, she would, but she already popped it because I mean, I'm looking at, in this case, looking at the outfit, but that doesn't, whatever his outfit. But if you're of the mindset that men are not entertaining anybody, they're not seeing anybody, they're just sitting there, I'm single and I'm not talking to anybody at all, then what is dating? What is
Hmm.
dating? And then if you want to go ahead
Mhm.
and say, bring the Christians into the room and say, you're supposed to be abstinent. So then if you're not having sex, then what is the matter or what's wrong with seeing Tom, Dick, and Harry if you're not having sex with them?
Right.
That's the
That's
purpose of how are you
It,
supposed to date and understand people if you're not doing it with anybody?
a great
you got to
question.
find out. You got to
I,
find out.
Yeah.
You got.
can
I
I?
mean, you can't. You can't just. I can't just land on this one particular girl and be like, oh, she's it. I don't even know her.
Mhm.
Mm,
And she's
that's a
I
great
wanting to
got.
question.
be
But that.
the number one draft pick. And it's like,
j-
I haven't even seen you. I haven't even seen you move. I haven't even
Right.
seen you,
Yeah.
anything. And you
Practice, scrimmage,
automatically,
workout.
Yeah, and it's
yeah,
vice
I
versa.
know.
It's vice versa with her too. Like she doesn't know me. She has to. She needs to get to know me and figure out if I'm the right person for her.
Mhm.
Okay, so wait.
Off top, just off a couple questions in a little chat room or whatever they call that, a little lineup.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna really get to know you. I can get an idea,
So I
and
got a question.
that might not be real.
I got a
Mhm.
question. So is okay, wait. Let's define some things. Single and not single. Just y'all give me a yes or no. If I'm gonna ask simple questions, don't get mad. If I'm married, am I single?
No.
Okay.
Dave, don't make me slap you.
No, I said I'm gonna ask simple questions. I'm setting a baseline for people that made me sleep. If I'm married, am I single? Okay, no. If I have a girlfriend, am I single? Committed relationship, am I single?
No,
If a woman has a committed
Yes.
boyfriend, what, Corey? If you're in a committed relationship with someone, you're single.
Yep.
Okay, keep that, Corey. Keep that, Corey. All right. If a woman has a committed boyfriend, is she single?
Yep.
nope.
Ladies, I need answers. Yes or no?
She
That
is.
felt like the same question. What do you mean?
Mhm.
It is the same question. I'm flipping the genders to make sure ain't nobody gonna try to slip it up on me.
No. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you have
If
a
you've had the discussion and you're in a committed relationship, yes, it's not just assumed. This is a discussion we had. It's you. It's me. Yes, you're in a
but you're
relationship.
not single. You're not single.
You're not right.
Okay. Sophie, if you're in a committed relationship, are you single?
Yes.
If you're we grown. If you fucking somebody on a regular basis, are you single?
Yes.
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 If you fucking somebody on a regular basis, but you're like, I really like you and we're only exclusively fucking, are you single?
Yes.
Yes.
If you're living together, you're not married. Yes.
If you're
Yes.
living
If you
together and
have
you're
kids
not married.
together, yes.
Yes.
And
All
you're
right,
not
so
married,
okay,
yes.
so I have a question. If I'm just for Corey and Sophie, if you can fuck somebody and still be single, if you can live with them and not be married and still be single, if you can make a commitment to them and still be single, then what the hell is the purpose of marriage?
To
Like
not
you,
be single.
what's the
Well,
difference?
I don't think anybody mentioned that marriage. If you're
Yeah.
married, you're not single.
You're not
No,
Everything
single.
else,
I
in
know,
any shape or form.
but I'm asking if you can give them a verbal commitment, if you can exclusively have sex with them, if you can live with them and still be single, then what is the difference between doing all that and calling yourself married?
You're not married under
You're not
God.
married.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
You're
so
not married.
let's break down what marriage is. Let's define a marriage. Like,
But
'cause that's
so then
between. I mean, a
when you're
boyfriend.
in
What's the difference between a boy? I just want. I'm sorry. You have a boyfriend and girlfriend, committed relationship,
Mhm.
and then you have somebody that has the title of being married. So you have married and boyfriend and girlfriend. What's the difference? What separates the two?
You know what
They,
separates two? It's called paper.
paper. So you mean so a paper?
Hold on, and under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all that shit.
Right. So so basically, I don't need a paper. I can just say before I confess before God that this is my girl. Are we married, or do I need a paper
No.
to say that?
No, you need a witness.
But okay.
A witness.
Dave is my witness. He was right there. He said, "Hey, this is my girl. This is my." So now, what makes that more concrete than the next?
Because that's between you and your girl. Period. If that's what y'all want, and that's what you said that y'all marriage is, no, it's the same thing. It's
the same thing.
No. Listen, no. Listen, what I'm saying.
One at a time.
Listen, what I'm saying.
And then we got to come to Tanya. Go ahead, Corey.
Go ahead.
No, Corey.
Go ahead.
Corey, repeat, and then Tanya.
What I'm saying is that because you have a witness, and it's different in different cultures, and that's what they said that their marriage is. That's what the key word is marriage. That's what their marriage is. I didn't say y'all boyfriend and girlfriend. I said you were married.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said. Now I'm done. Go ahead.
Tanya, you were gonna say something?
So I was going to say, it sounds like y'all are talking more about the actual technical term of married versus single versus the act of single versus available, or single versus unavailable.
Not
right?
available.
So if you're engaged to be married, you're not married, you have somebody's wearing a ring, you've made the commitment, you've had the discussion.
I got you. Ask.
Yeah, you're
Go ahead.
technically single, but you're not available. You shouldn't be available. Not if your intention is to be married, right? So I think it's easy, yes, to get caught up in the technical term, but there's also an act that goes along with that. Like there's an act that goes along with the technical term as well. You can say, or you can get married. It doesn't make you faithful. It doesn't make you committed to one person. It just means you got paperwork on you now.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's kind of what I was getting at. Go ahead.
It just seems like y'all are trying to find a loophole in that situation.
Yeah.
Like I'm single or I'm married. So if I'm not married, I'm single. And I can be doing whatever I'm doing, but I'm committed to this one person. I'm just having sex with this one person, but I'm single.
That's Wi-Fi. All right, we got you back.
I'm single because I'm not married. It's like you're trying to find a loophole in that situation. That's what that sounds like to me. Which is fine if that's what you two decide. But if you tell a woman that you my girl, and then you can turn around and start fucking with another chick and be like, well, shit, you just my girlfriend. I'm single. I ain't married. Yeah, that ain't gonna fly.
Go ahead, Sophie.
Now you playing women with a woman's mind or a man's mind, a man's heart, or a woman's heart, and that's where shit gets real tricky.
Go ahead, Sophie.
When you're dating, you are still a free agent because you have not been the commitment hasn't been there. You haven't gone before God and made that bond. And I know it may be difficult to, like, for some people. That's why women and men go crazy. Some people, I find that they're doing things that a wife should do while they're dating, and they're sorely disappointed when things don't work out the way they want. They're buying houses, they're signing leases, they're having children, all those things. But those are things that are better suited for somebody who has committed to be with you for the long run. Dating and boyfriend and girlfriend, those can have an expiration date at any time. Dating is a right to or the right to work entity. In Georgia, it's a right to fire. They can fire you at any time for any reason.
At will.
And you don't have to give closure. All these fun words we like. Someone can leave you at any given time for no reason. Now, in a marriage, of course, yes. But after a time and after another time, you are going to have to go down to the courthouse and go through the legal processing and divide everything up that you're building together. And when you're dating, you don't have that luxury. And it's okay. Like, people get so upset when someone wants to leave you, you know? I don't want to block anybody from meeting their wife. So if you find somebody else that you think is better than me, that can be better for you, then have at it. Just communicate it with me and let me know that, hey, I found somebody else. I'm probably not going to be happy. And then you move on. People don't want to be adults. It's going to hurt. There's all this hurt, but is it real? I
Okay.
think it's just real.
So I agree with both sides, but for two different reasons. I do agree that when you're not married, you're not married. So that means you have the right to refuse marriage or the right to accept marriage because you're not married. So that means, like, let's say me and Sophie dating, and Sophie really want to get married. I could be like, Sophie, I'm not sure if this is it for me. She can't make me get married. Okay. And likewise, if me and Sophie are dating and I'm dragging my feet, Corey can come along, sweep her off her feet and come up with a ring. I can't stop her from accepting. We're not married. We are literally not locked into a covenant or even a contract. But even though I'm technically not married, so you could define that as single, Tanya made a great point. I'm not available if I make a commitment to somebody. So if I make a commitment to Sophie, I can't be dating Tanya. I mean, without Sophie having a serious problem with it. And I could be a jerk and I could be like, we ain't married. I could do that. I could be like, yo, we ain't married. And I can go date Tanya. I can go date whoever. But there's going to be consequences because not everybody's going to be cool with that. And so now when you're single, not married, and you're totally available, like S he may be dating somebody. Hold on, I see somebody new. Come on, you ready for me in the green room? Wave at me. All right, come on to the stage. We got Susie Pie in the building. What's up, Susie? You on mute, Susie? Come off mute. Come off mute for me, Susie. There you go. What's up, Susie?
Hello.
What's
Hey
going on?
guys.
All right, you
I was
jumped
back
in the
there so
middle.
long that I forgot to press the freaking button.
I know. I had to text you, say, why are you in the comments and not on the show? Anyway. All right, so you already been watching, so we don't have to catch you up. But yo, I'm literally live on the show, y'all. Don't call me on Instagram when I'm literally live. Oh,
that's that noise.
Yeah. Y'all heard that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Ain't this come on.
Sound like an alert.
Yeah, sound like Amber Alert.
All right.
All right, I see who it is. I'll say this. Who wants to join? I need lights. Ain't no more getting on the show, y'all. Where am I at? Hold on, let me do it. Ain't no more getting on the show doing this. Like, nah, we need lights. The only time you could do that is if it's really a thing where it's like, yo, Dave, I can't because I'm driving or this or that. And you got to have an avatar. We need something so that we know when you're talking. Like, look, S ain't on the screen. I don't know what S doing. I have no idea. So that'll happen. There he is. He back. But no, so the person that wants to join, I need lights, I need great sound and all of that. Other than that, just hit us in the comments on YouTube. The Instagram comments are cool, but y'all can't see it. Come on over to YouTube so we can see it. And shoot me a DM if you want to join when your lights, your sound, everything else is ready. All right, bet. And we got ground rules. Y'all can't be attacking people on the show. All right. No, hey, we going to the next level, man. We're going to the next level. All right, so I'm gonna continue to play this because I think there's something here. When a man is like, I got a roster, I got a rotation, I'm hesitating. She like, yeah, but you need to be with me. Number one, if you're single and you have a roster, why not just own it? Hey, you know what, baby girl? Yeah, I am single. Yes, I am looking for something serious, but I'm dating multiple people right now, right? That's one. Two, is a roster meaning I'm sleeping with multiple people? Or does it just mean I'm talking to and entertaining? Because if you're talking to, are they really on a team? If we're going to use the team thing, or are they just trying out? Or are you just interviewing? Like, you ain't really hired till you got the job. How can I say I'm talking to Susie, Tanya, Sophie, and we just on the phone? How can I say I'm talking? I got a roster when I'm just literally just getting to know people. I ain't slept with nobody. I ain't kissed nobody. I ain't commit to nobody. So do I have a roster? Go ahead, S.
First of all, you offered up too much information by saying he has a roster.
Oh.
First of all, like,
okay.
Really, like he just like, I'm single and I'm dating. That was
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
By you saying you have a roster, yeah, that's why you stumbled in the real way
Keeping
because
it keeping it a little bit.
when you say you got a roster now, that implies that you got quite a few that you're
Yeah.
dating.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he kind of put his foot in his mouth by that, and a lot of people don't know how to talk to people and keep it a little. Okay, look, I'm gonna give you some information. I'm not gonna give you all the information about him, at least not right now. And he put his foot in his mouth by saying, "I have a roster." He could have said, if he might as well said, "Look, I'm messing with about 6 girls right now. You about to be the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?" That's what he almost said right there.
But the
Yeah.
And around
reality
Pretty much.
is that she's probably on someone's roster as well. You
exactly,
know,
You're right.
that's the reality. You're
it,
thinking that's why she's asking that question, because she probably has been on a situation where she realized, "Ooh, I'm not the only one." A roster is you have an assignment.
mhm,
This one, I think Dimple said,
Mm.
this is your cookout. You're the one I know I can
Mm-hmm.
bring to spades night. You're the one
yeah,
who's the sloppy top. You're the one
yes,
that I
Oh,
can go
the
ahead
head
and just,
the head
you
doctor.
know,
Dang.
hot to it,
A
whatever.
hot tour.
hot
The
Everybody
young
has,
to
the
it.
young
the other one,
the
you braid
a
my hair.
Gawk 3000.
Yeah, it's everybody
Rub
has,
my feet, dude.
The munch.
Hey,
yeah, here's
The
one
munch. He's a
that I may
munch.
vent to. You just have a
yeah,
Body
roster,
rubs. The body.
but this is like even going deep into, can male and female be friends? You know,
yeah.
you know, is that considered also being on someone's roster because she's the friend? But then if we believe that men and women can't be friends because he eventually, or he would, if he had the opportunity, that he would, like the roster thing was just poor choice of words. I'm
Yeah,
single. There is women that I do see on occasion, and I'm not sleeping with them.
I think
I'm
her
I'm gonna
energy
say this.
already spoke volumes
Yeah.
before she even
Hmm.
asked the question for real. Her energy was like, "Watch your mouth." Like she had
Yeah.
that tone about her. Like, I'm
Hmm.
asking you this because you better say no.
Hmm.
Mm.
That's how she
Yeah.
came at him. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like she
I'm
already
gonna say
came.
this.
She
Like
came at him that way.
Hmm.
I don't agree with you're single until you're married. I feel like you're single while you're dating, and when you're in a relationship, you're no longer single because expectations are added to relationships. I expect you, once we're in a relationship, I expect you to only be talking to me. And that's it. And that's how I know you're capable of being faithful in a marriage. You don't just get married and then overnight you just learn how to stop talking to everybody else. That's why there's
right.
stages. They're dating. You could talk to whoever you want to date, whoever you want to talk to, whoever you want to sleep with, if that's how you get down. But like you
Hmm.
guys said, the roster thing would have turned me off. It's just a choice of words. Like you sound like
Hmm.
a real
Mm-hmm.
whore. You sound like you
Hmm.
really.
It
I'm
cheapened
talking about the
it.
guy. If the girl said it too, she'd sound like a whore. Like don't say that. And I would never ask.
Mhm.
I'd ask a question similar to that. When I ask a man, sometimes you have to be clear because men like to be evasive. They be like, "Oh, I'm not talking to nobody like that." Whenever a guy says like that at the end, I'm done because now you know what the hell
He
I
lying.
meant. But exactly. I'm not talking to nobody like that. Okay, that means you're talking to people. I want to know how much competition I have. If I'm that
And
interested,
that's
I may or may not
competition
ask
is
the question.
it's like Dave said, like
Go ahead.
she can ask, like, okay, are you single? Like, obviously, a young man who's not married, otherwise he wouldn't even be on this show with you right now. So yes, he's out here. He's probably dating multiple people, and that's his right to do so. And
Hmm.
who's to say that just because you're asking that he wants that with you? Who's to say he wants exclusivity with you? You may not be the
Hmm.
one either. Like he still has to figure that out. So for her to start off with a question like that, that's what I mean. It was too much too soon because I have to know just the baseline information about you. And she knows nothing about him other than what he looks. And it doesn't matter. All of that, none of that matters right now. It doesn't
That's
matter.
a
Like
great
as long
point.
as he's not married, all she needed to ask is, "Are you married?" No. All right, cool. Then I know I got options here.
I'm gonna
Cool.
push
And
back a little bit.
either
I'm gonna
it'll
push
work
back a little
out.
bit, Tanya. Push back a little bit. First of all, let
Yeah.
me add my man Carl Schaff. What up, Carl?
Salute, salute. Hello, everybody.
What's up, Carl? Carl, if you
Hi.
can try to go horizontal with your phone, that works better on the show if you can. All right, and then I see
I'm gonna
video
push after
lady.
you, Dave.
Okay. Well, my pushback is this. All right, and then you got to turn off the. There you go, Carl. But you got to turn off the. What do you call that thing? The lock. There's a lock on your rotation, Carl. If you swipe down on your iPhone and turn off the lock, we let Carl work on that. He froze on me. I can still see you, Carl. Just get that right. All right. So yeah. So when you come on the show, y'all got to hit the drop down and turn off the lock button. There's a little lock button right here that you got to turn off. All right.
That's assuming that everyone has an iPhone.
Oh Lord.
Okay,
Okay.
because I don't.
Android.
You got to put it
Okay.
on landscape mode.
Okay. Whatever y'all got to do on the Android life, just yeah. That works. Yeah. No, you're right. We
Doggone
got.
cult.
You're right. Okay, Corey. You know what, Corey?
Okay.
I said I was going to take suggestions. Okay, you're right, Corey. For the
Cult indeed.
Android users, make sure you put it on landscape, and then that works.
Mhm.
But I am using an iPhone this time. Okay.
All right. I see somebody driving. Hey man, be safe. Give me a salute if you're ready though. You ready? My man. All right, my man, Mr. Al Tariq is in the building.
Uh-oh.
What up, Al? You gotta turn your music down, Al.
Hey, what's
Al
up, y'all?
Tariq, what it
What's
do?
up?
Hey, Al.
All right, Al. First and foremost, drive safe. Second of
Oh, I
all,
got it. You know I got it.
here he go with this
Here you
shit.
go.
I need to have the song queued up for you. You already know what I'm talking about. All right. Yeah, but well, since I said it, when you get a chance, I know you're driving, but when you do get a chance, go landscape or horizontal. But you're driving, you might not be able to.
Bam.
Look at
He got
God.
action.
Come on.
Veteran
Come on.
mode.
Come on.
Veteran.
All right. And see, y'all
What the
see
2
how it's
Chainz
going up?
say? What the 2 Chainz say?
All right. So look,
Same damn time.
we got another guest that's coming through. He got his phone right. I'm put you on mute because I'm getting feedback. Al, you good, but I'll just let me know when you want to come on. All right, I'm gonna let this brother up. Now listen, he's he's an armed bodyguard. He's Uncle Carl. He has opinions. All right, but I sent Carl the rules, so Carl said he gonna play nice tonight, and we appreciate him for being on the show. So come on back. Okay, Carl, you there? Okay, you got to come off mute for me. All right, he's not off mute. Can you hear me, Carl? Come off mute for me, Carl. There you go. What up, Carl?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Never
All
get
right.
light.
All right.
So for all of my lifers like Carl that's kind of been around since we've been on Instagram. Now that we on the YouTube app and everything is going up, we be locking up quick. So some of my guys can't get on, some can. It's random. So when I got an open slot, I'll let you guys up. All right. So now I was pushing back on somebody. On Tanya. Was it Tanya?
Yes, Tanya.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. This is the pushback. Whatever you said before, I ain't trying to hear all that. Because what if, and I'm trying to remember because we had so many things happen in the last 5 minutes.
She
What
said
if
too much too soon.
Thank you. Where you at? Where's my
She
friend at?
asked too much.
Come on, Susie. Come on up here.
Go.
Come on, talk about it.
I'll try to I'll give you a quick synopsis of what she said.
Y'all
Or
stay.
Tanya, you
Don't
want to give
worry.
it?
Don't
You want to
worry.
do your
No.
quick synopsis?
Say what you were saying right
Yes.
quick.
Yeah, that she was asking too much too soon. She asked the wrong question. To ask, "Are you single?" I think it's the wrong question. The only thing she needs to know is, "Are you married?" So if you're not married, and I
Okay,
know
that's
you're
what I ain't
available,
feeling.
that's all I need to know.
I'm not
The
feeling that at
the
all.
single thing. The reason why I don't think she should be asking, "Are you single?" is because that technical term could be a different definition for people. Like we've already discovered in this live, right? It's a different term. It's a
Yeah.
different act. It's a different technical definition depending on who you're talking to. So I could say, if she said, "Are you dating?" Okay, that's a little bit more straightforward. But to say, "Are you single?" is not straightforward. "Are you married?" is straightforward. No, you're not married. Boom. Okay. So now let's establish that. But I still feel like that's not even a question for this type of platform because it's such a casual platform. It's literally based on what you see. Like I'm just looking at this person. Am I going to pop my balloon or not? And then you start asking probing questions. And her probing question was a little aggressive for within 2 minutes of seeing his face.
So my pushback was this.
That's what I'm saying.
But my pushback was this: if a man got a roster and he's sleeping with multiple women, and he's trying to figure out if he like you, and you're trying to figure out if you like him, don't you want to know up front if he's sleeping with 4 other women? Wouldn't that be? That's not that right there is not too much too soon. If you're, you know what I'm saying? It's a dating show. For instance, it's a dating show. If I got 5 kids and you don't want a man with any kids, why wouldn't I just say up front, well, I have 5 children. Well, I gotta wait for you to ask, do you have any kids? Like, why not just say, hey, let me tell you up front, I got 5 kids. Go
Because
ahead.
that's not something you can change. Having 5 kids not change. Now, if he says, even if he said, I'm sleeping with 15 women, that doesn't mean anything to her unless they start to date exclusively, and then they decide, I don't want to be sleeping with those, I only want to sleep with you. I'm not about to make that kind of change in my life for somebody I'm just laying eyes on within 15 seconds. I'm not doing that for you. How do I know you're even worth it? Now, if I ask you, yo, do you live in Canada? Like, okay, that might be a little too far for me. Like, okay, I'm not gonna date you if you live in Canada. You have 10 kids? I'm not into it. I'm not into 10 kids. That's not something you can necessarily change, so I'm not gonna mess with that. But if you're dating other people, fucking other people, seeing other people, entertaining all of them, none of that matters because you haven't met me yet, and I might be the one that's gonna change all of that for you.
Boom.
Okay.
Talk to him. Stand on that.
Okay.
Wait,
Reaction.
I got a quick pushback. About the married thing. Like the importance, the reason why it's important to ask, because times have changed. The definition of words have changed. Everything is just so free flowing, and everybody just screwing everybody without any attachments. So some men are bold enough to pursue other women while they're in a relationship, not married, while they're in a relationship. That's why you have to be clear when you ask someone, are they single? Because I used to assume if a man is pursuing me, I assume you're single, because why the fuck are you in my face if you're in a relationship? You know what I'm saying? But now you have to ask, because men are like, oh yeah, I got I got somebody, but she cool, she don't gotta know all that type of stuff. Or now they use that term like, oh, my baby mama. Meanwhile, they're still in a relationship with their baby mama, and they assume just because they have a kid together that they're free to roam the earth. So she's just my baby mama. She's always gonna be there. I'm always gonna have sex with her. But what's up with you? Hell no, nothing's up with me. So
Well, I think if you are single,
I wanted to get Sophie in here because she was going, and then I got to get the new people. But Sophie, go ahead. You were gonna say something.
Well, I was just going to clarify my statement that I made a little while ago about when you're single. I feel like the parameters, and I suspect maybe Miss Dimples, we were aligned on this. When you're single, you are free to date multiple people, however that looks like to you, whether it's intimacy, whether it's not, but you are single. You're not committed to anybody. Once you have made your selection and you are now committed to that person, then just to be clear, then no, you should not be adding more people, because then the roster would be inappropriate. Okay.
Correct.
Then when it matriculates to, I'm only seeing this person now, I'm focused on this person, and now I have made the decision to make a lifelong commitment to this person, then you move to the third level of marriage. And that's just what I was, it was a little while ago, but just to clarify so we don't get it twisted. So whether people lie about the technical sides of it when they're in those stages, but I just think it was a little insensitive and unfair for her to ask a single man on a dating single show if he is single, and details about his roster.
Mm-hmm. Even though he offered up the roster, because he mentioned he didn't have to volunteer it. He did.
Oh, I think we mentioned that he was kind of fumbling. He was put on the spot. I feel like her question was very heavy, and I could see like where he was kind of processing it. Again, everyone's right, but nobody's wrong. How people get they're on the it's on the show. He just used the wrong word. I think if it was another time and place, he would have said, "Yeah, I have people that I'm seeing." It's just the word roster that kind of got him, and then he did clarify when he was able to self correct that. I'm not sleeping with them
He
if
should have
that's
said
what you're
I have a roster,
asking.
but I'm trying to get rid of
Right.
you.
He said, "What now?
Yeah.
Repeat that, Tanya."
I said he should have said, "Yeah, I got a roster, but I'm trying to get rid of them for you."
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that would have been some
Yeah.
bull. That would have been some bull. Because when you have a roster,
It was a
okay,
lie,
look,
but
I'm gonna tell you this. Most of y'all know I'm engaged. All right, I'm engaged. Listen, y'all.
mhm.
When I had a roster, I wasn't serious about finding a wife. It wasn't until I said, "Yo, I'm never gonna find her if I'm still entertaining fun, or if I'm just going out and having fun, not even just entertaining, going out and seeking it out." I had to get real with myself, and at 47, I got real with myself and said, "Yo, I'll never find the relationship, which was wife. I'll never find the relationship if I can't keep entertaining situationships." So I got real with myself at 47. It took me 2 years to find her. I was 49 when I finally found her. And now I'm getting married at 50. You know what I'm saying? So married for the second time for y'all that don't know. So this is my personal beliefs. You got to stop playing games. If you really don't want a roster, get rid of that mug.
And do
Get rid of
what?
that mug.
And do
Mhm.
what?
Date with intention.
Good
Date with
question,
intention.
Sophie. Good question,
Yeah.
Sophie. I was
Okay,
reading
so
your
it's
face the whole
okay.
time.
I will date with intention. Look, this is like real life. I'm not sure who's married and who's not, but I am single. I met a man a couple weeks ago. Asked him a lighter version of the question, like, "Hey, you're dating?" He was like, "Yeah." He wanted to go out with me. I wasn't available during the time slot. And he was like, "Yeah, I had an appointment." I was like, "Oh, do you have a date?" And it was like, uh yeah, I do have a date." And he was like, "But I'll cancel with her." I was like, "No, go ahead and have your lunch date with her, and then we can go out in the afternoon." The guy's mind was like blown, like, "Oh my gosh." Like he didn't
Absolutely.
know what to do. Do what you do. You're dating. We're not gonna have sex. We're not gonna do
Yeah.
anything. If it ain't chicken, if you got it, go out and have multiple dates. You're supposed to. You're supposed to.
Mhm.
And I shouldn't be acting funny
So okay,
about
so
it.
But you're
But
Sophie, but some women don't do that though.
right, he's shocked at the maturity of response that you
Exactly.
gave.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
go ahead,
grown ass
Carl.
woman stuff.
Go ahead, Carl, since you're
I,
new to the
I
stage.
agree with some of what Sophia was saying, and I'm listening to everybody's response. But what I'm not hearing is you have a right to know if someone is sleeping with somebody or not. I have a right to know when I ask a woman if she's single. Well, normally when they ask me if I'm single, I just tell them I'm currently not fucking nobody. And then if I ask a woman that, it's more like, and I understand why that lady in that video acts specifically like that to catch him off guard to see what he's going to say. Because a lot of times the script is already written in our minds. But what happens when we get thrown with that curve? Are we prepared for that? And a lot of guys aren't. So she did the right thing.
Okay. Well, okay. Let me throw
And
this curveball.
as a
Uh,
go ahead.
Go ahead, Susie. No, Susie, go ahead.
As a woman, as not as a woman, as Susie, let me just say when
That
I'm
part.
dating or just meeting a guy, I don't want to know who they're having sex with because I know how my emotions and my mind works. It's going to prevent me from developing feelings or seeing him as just him. I'm going to be thinking about the women he's having sex with. And the women that he's having sex with is not important to me getting to know him. So I don't really want to know. Now, when I start to develop feelings and we get closer to that relationship stage, that's when I'm probably going to be more curious about who he's having sex with. And if I'm being honest, because I'm speaking for Susie now, there's a point sometimes in dating that I do decide to have sex with that person. Even at that point, I'm going to choose not to have unprotected sex with someone I'm just dating. If we're just dating, there's no reason for me to be having sex skin to skin with that person. Now, if we start moving to the relationship stage, I'm asking more questions. Everybody else has to be cut off, or I have to go my own way. I can't force anyone to cut off who they're talking to just because I'm ready for the relationship. If he's not ready, then I have to make a choice. Hopefully, I didn't give up the cookies. So, yeah,
But Susie,
Everybody,
I don't want
every
to
but
know who
Susie,
they're
you
having
going
sex
in with
with.
a blind eye, Susie? You going in with a blind eye? I understand you may not want to know. I see Carl and then I see Sophie. I understand, and then I see
I
S and
got.
then I
I
see
got.
Yvette. I
I,
see
I'm.
it.
I'm
I
gonna
see
leave
it,
in a
man.
minute. I'm gonna leave in a minute.
All right, so hold on. Let everybody go and I see everybody.
Ooh, I done
So
shook the
so
table. Let's go.
so you don't want to know who he's sleeping with, but do you care? And this is a quick answer so we can get to everybody else. Do you care if he's sleeping with 10 women versus he's sleeping with one woman? Like, do you care about his character? Do you care if he's the type of guy that's gonna lie to you and say I'm not sleeping with nobody, but he's actually sleeping with 10 people? Do you care about his
I
character? You
care if
may
he.
not
Can
want
we
to
I
just
care
care.
if
be
he lies.
honest? Can
I care if he lies, but I don't want to know
If,
about
even if
any
he
of them women.
says,
Hold up, Tanya. Because we got people. Go ahead, Susie.
I don't want to know. I don't care how many it is. I don't want to know. I care about if he's a liar. That matters. I don't care about who he's sleeping with or how many.
All right. Well, let me skip the line and go to Yvette since she hasn't spoken yet. Go ahead, Yvette.
Hello, everybody. Hello, lifers.
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
but
Morning. Come in. For those that have, seen and spoken to me before, I have said more than once. It is very important to know who another person is sleeping with, because what you don't know today will kill you.
What you don't
So
know what?
what you don't know
Will
today
kill
will
you.
kill you. You can't just be sleeping with anybody nilly-willy and not knowing anything about their past. If you're sleeping with one, if you're going to be intimate with somebody that you just met and you don't know anything about their past, that's kind of dangerous, don't you think?
Hmm.
Even the kids can be dangerous today.
Okay.
it's too much 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You understand? And I understand what Susie was saying, but everybody's not is going to be on that same accord of I don't want to know if we sleep with each other, but we're still single, and everybody's not going to translate the same way, male or female, universal. It doesn't work like that. From my understanding, if you fuck it, you keep it. You don't plan on keeping it, don't fuck it. Simple.
I like that.
This way you
I
don't
like
have
that.
this, you
I like
know.
But
And
but
if
that's
you let
not
that be
that's
known
not.
up the front, now the person has ample time to decide if they're going to deal with you or not, because the terms already laid out.
you kind of need to fuck it to know if you want to keep it.
Now, see, this is
You
2024, and
can't
I'm
buy the
saying
cow
this.
without tasting the milk,
I'm going to
Tanya.
say this in a comedy way, but I'm just
Don't do
saying,
that.
I need to
men
know
got to
first.
make sure it's a woman first. We're not playing no more.
Well,
Now you,
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
It's
Yeah.
when you date,
2024.
when you
But
date and you
wait,
mess with,
wait, S. But Carl, just like people should be honest, hey, I'm fucking 10 people. Or hey, I have a roster. Just like you should be honest, I have a roster. You should be honest, say, hey, I'm transgender. Hey, you should. I mean, I'm not saying that they do, but I'm saying they should. Now,
they
here's the
they they
Dave,
better be
Dave,
they better be
who?
that sick to get you
Let's be
killed.
real, Dave. Who is scared of rejection? Duh.
it's
Female, male,
you
transgender.
know.
It don't matter.
Everybody.
Everybody's gonna say whatever they got to say, not to be rejected. But
Okay,
you
so
don't know.
okay, Carl. So you just made the argument. Sophie, I saw your hand up and I saw Estevan. The argument has been made, and I see Tanya. The argument has been made that okay, people, aren't going to be honest. Well, that makes the argument that this young lady right here asked the right question and she got detail. Let her, because if niggas
Exactly.
ain't gonna be honest, let her ask. Do you have a roster? Are you with me? Now,
Exactly.
I was gonna say she too early on that. I was gonna say, Dad, you can't, because she said, it's me, it's only me, it's my babe, my babe, my babe, my man, my man, my man. I hear that, but oops, I think I hit the wrong button. I hear that, but I want to ask this, y'all. Back before I was engaged, this is like 3 or 4 years ago. I met somebody on what's the name of that app? Clubhouse. All right, we exchanged phone numbers. We started chit chatting, and you talk to somebody a couple times a week. Well, the weekend came and things happened, and we didn't talk for like 3 days. I was like, hey, because I actually had a date. I was like, hey, I'm gonna be honest. I have plans for tonight. I'll talk to you later on, right? And when I hit her the next day or whatever it was, radio silence. I said, okay, cool. So I went about my life. So Sunday I get, damn, so it's 3 days. Was the date got that good? I said, no, I hit you. You clearly was in whatever feelings. So I went about my life. I'm not gonna chase you. So here I am. Hey, I'm being honest. But she was like,
But
well,
y'all were dating.
hold on. No, we wasn't even dating. We were talking. We were talking for like a week and a half. So Corey, she was like, well, you're
I
gonna
used
talk
to
to
be
me.
like that.
You need to be all about me. I don't like the fact that you had a date. I don't like the fact. And I'm like, yo, hold on. We've been talking for 4 or 5 days. Yes, I had dates before I met you.
Oh nah.
And credit to me, I didn't lie about it. I told you.
Hey, man.
And I hit you when I said I would. So what's the problem if we live in separate states and we just talking? It's
People are
literally
in a relationship.
She's on Fantasy
And you in a
Island.
separate
that's what I'm
state.
saying. So was the girl that said you gonna be my man, be all on me because you got a roster and you can't be fucking 10 women? That's that extreme, but then it's also the people be lying. So I have to ask. So where we at with this? Did she ask too much or no?
He asked the
Estevan.
right question, but
So
sometimes people are in a relationship with you before you say yes.
We gotta let S go. Go ahead, S. He was waiting. And then I said Yvette, and then I said Tanya.
So when you single and telling a lie can get you hurt at the end. It can cause big problems. So by telling a woman that I am dating others, this and that pretty much lets them know what it is. And we grown. You can be dating someone, and when it's starting to move in a direction where this is about to become my girl. That's about to become my man. Where she's gonna be like, that's about to become my man. When it's starting to move in that direction because the time that you're starting to spend with her. The more time that you spend with her, there's no way you're dating somebody else or you're fucking somebody else. So the more and more you guys become more and more as one, that is the course that it moves to. To sit here and be like, okay, I want to know who she's fucking, and I don't if because me personally, if she's fucking somebody, I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and let that ride. It's different for men than it is for women. Women handle those situations differently, in my opinion. Uh, if I'm messing with a girl and I'm messing with another one over here, but I'm not serious about either one of them. I'm starting to get serious about this one. I am going to cut those two off real fast. That's just where it's going. I'm gonna know where it is, and I'm gonna move swiftly, and I'm gonna cut them off.
Okay.
That's just that's how dating goes. You have a pool that you're in, and you're like, okay, I'm messing with him, talking to this one, talking to that one. I'm starting to vibe more with this one. Okay, this one's getting on my nerves. Okay, cut her off. Okay, she's a little bit insecure. Okay, I got to cut that one off. This one right here is starting to groove in my area. They didn't ran each other off, and now it's just me and her.
All right,
So
Yvette had a response. I think. My bad, S.
Also, I gotta go. I wish I could hang out because I know it's gonna get more crazy because of this one right here to the left and the one over here to my right. So
Yeah,
All right, man.
I was gonna say, EJ, you know damn well the common dude don't have big discipline, so they don't give a damn if she's married, if she got a man, a baby daddy, or not. If they want to smash, they're gonna smash.
But that's where they get in trouble because check it out. If you fucking with a girl that has a man and that dude is insecure and jealous rage, and you over here in the crib fucking her, and he pull up, man, that can be a real problem. That girl can send you to jail. That's why I said, if I'm fucking with a chick, I'm sorry, call me a hypocrite, call me whatever you want to call it. If I'm fucking with a chick and she has a dude, I'm cool. If she's saying I'm dating some other dudes, I'm fucking with this dude, this and that, I'm cool because he may think that's his girl and she's out here saying she's single. So if that's the case, baby girl, go on do what you're doing over there because I don't want to hurt nobody. Because you come to my house, you're leaving in a body bag.
S, I appreciate you for joining, man. We'll see you next time, all right?
Y'all be good. All right.
Appreciate you, S. All right. I think I know Tanya had her hand up, and I think Yvette had her hand up. Go Yvette first.
Thank you for coming to me. So just real quick, because I too have to go. My company just showed up. One, I want to say, I think dating for men and women are a little different. And yes, if you're going to be out here dating, you should date with intention. But sometimes that gets misconstrued because sometimes the guy is dating with his penis and it's not. Dave, I put it out there because you always say I say
You know
it
what?
myself.
Damn it. You know what? Every show, see, for the new people that don't know, this is Miss Yvette. She the auntie of the show. Every episode, Yvette finds a reference to penis. I didn't make it up. Am I right, Yvette? This is pretty much what you do. You say penis on every show.
Hey, man, the most celibate always does.
So that's Yvette. That's Yvette. So Yvette, land your plane. They be out here thinking with their penis. Go ahead, continue, Yvette.
I prefer the word cock.
But women are dating.
I'm sorry.
Who said that?
Every show we do this. Who said that? Jesus.
You know who said it. You know who said it.
What's that? Hold on.
You know who said it.
She likes penis. I prefer cock. I mean, the
Put some respect
word.
on it. That's right. Put some respect on
Can
it.
somebody please? Can a lady just say dick for me? Just say it.
Exactly.
Who
Well,
prefers?
It's dick for me. It's dick for
Oh,
me.
okay.
There.
Dick is
Thank you.
Parrish's word. That's Parrish's word.
What's your word, Susie?
I like dick, but I'm from the
Yeah.
South, so you put a Y on it. Dick.
Okay, so
DYUK.
since we're grown and Sophie, I'm gonna let you go, Yvette. But Sophie,
I am so
Yvette,
sorry I
ladies,
did that.
no. What's the difference between a penis, a dick, and a cock? Any lady?
I'm
What
Well,
are
using
you?
the
cock
medical
sounds
term.
bigger. It's like porn star.
All right, medical term
I'm
is
using
penis.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's like
what
the
That's what I was saying. Like when
what's
you're
cock?
speaking it out loud, it's
penis.
a little easier to swallow
Uh-uh.
when you say penis. It's
It's
easier
easier
like
to
to
swallow penis
comprehend.
than cock.
It becomes more vulgar when you're saying like dick. What
Okay.
am
That's
I?
not
What are you
vulgar.
So no, okay, no. Let her lay her plane. Penis is medical. Dick is a little more vulgar. What's cock?
Cock, I feel like it's in between.
it's
So
nasty.
tricky. It just
Cock is top of
I
the
feel like
bar
it's like
vulgar.
See,
Cock is
cock
like
is
a
a white
cunt.
version of dick.
cock is like
Exactly.
cunt.
Cock and
Okay, so
cunt
Carl
go
said it's
hand
a
in
white
hand.
version. Hold on, fellas. Let's not get into this. Let's let the ladies pause. Let's let the ladies talk about penis and cock.
Cock
I'm
is
just,
No, I'm
cock
not.
is porn
I'm sorry.
star.
I am
I'm
not being
teasing.
You make my point.
disrespectful.
I know.
I have been a
I'm
little
fucking with you,
slutty.
Carl. Carl, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
I've
So
got some books.
okay. So
So
wait.
maybe it's
A woman once told me a dick is a dick, but a cock is disrespectful. So a cock is a disrespectful dick.
So
Oh,
what is phallus?
No, penis
That's
is disrespectful.
that's
You
right.
gonna put some respect on my
No.
shit. It's a dick.
when we're
Penis
talking
sounds
about it
so
and when
small.
we're talking about it.
Sophie,
Yo,
do you
when I hear the word
actually
penis,
ask
I
them?
think of a
do you
pinky.
see
Wait a
what
minute,
the
hold on.
hell you
When you go to
started?
class, is that what you ask them?
Hold on. Give me a moment. Y'all give me a moment. I got
Y'all are
to
crazy.
talk.
To the
Listen, we
ladies.
got guests in the building. Y'all started this shit.
Well, I
I
see where she's
blame
going.
I
Okay, you know what?
blame
Auntie's
that.
right. A penis is better to swallow. How do I fix this? It's better to comprehend,
There you go. There
and
you go. It's easier
it's
to comprehend.
softer.
Okay.
Okay, and then dick, it's more
It's
vulgar when you're
vulgar.
talking about it.
But
When
cock
you're
is in between.
speaking.
Cock is kind of in
Yeah,
between.
I feel like cock is in between, but I can see how cock is because to me, I wouldn't use cock. Cock is
Can you
like
say it with
white
less
girl.
emphasis and spit? It sounds like you saying it with the back of your
Oh, is that
throat.
what it is?
You're like, you sound like you're trying to hawk to her.
I'm sorry. I
Okay, Yvette
Oh
was
shit,
talking about
I'm
the penis. She
crying.
only mentioned it
I'm
briefly.
crying.
Yvette,
I'm
continue with
literally in
the
tears.
last thing I heard. The last thing we all heard you say was penis.
Right.
You know,
Oh my
so
God.
hope you
Okay.
haven't lost your train of thought.
So Sophie feels that
so
cock is in between.
I felt
Others
like
feel that
cock was
cock is disrespectful. Carl said, "No, Dick, you won't call my shit a dick. Penis is disrespectful. We probably won't resolve this in one
Ever.
No,
in
no,
one
no,
in
no,
one
no.
And
Let
meat
me
conversation."
ask
and
somebody
meat
something.
is
Let me ask Corey
childish.
something.
so let me land this plane that
Let
I
her
started about.
hey, land your
Because
penis
I was
plane.
my thought.
Land your penis plane, Yvette, because you
I was
started it.
saying
Land your
dating
phallus.
is for men than for women. Men think that way with the word. I'm not gonna say no more. It creates problems. Um, Women usually date with intention because they're looking for someone to be their person. So the lady in that scene, she was asking her questions with intention. She wanted to know if the guy was single. She also wanted to know, what the situation was. Her time. She That's why she asked the
Uh
question
oh.
that she asked.
Your mic is crackling.
That's the way
Your
I
mic is
I
crackling.
get it.
Yeah.
I
I
think
see
Yvette,
what
what
you're
she
saying,
was a
Yvette.
dick.
Yvette, if you got to go, we're getting some interference. It might be the penis that arrived. It
Yeah.
might be it might be
Yeah.
electrostatic, electromagnetic. I don't know what's going on, but the energy shifted in the room. I
Yeah.
believe a cock is in the room, and it's
Yeah.
electro.
Well, you
That's
guys are
right
gonna
now.
have a hard time when we talk about semen and cum.
Listen,
Like, what
listen.
do you say then?
That's
Like,
right.
oh my
She's
gosh,
gonna have a
jizz.
hard.
She
Like,
got
what
She's
is
gonna have
too
a.
much?
She's gonna
she
have a
got some
hard
magnet
time, Sophie. She's gonna have a
she
hard
got some
time.
magnetic
It's gonna be
dick coming
hard
the
to
door.
swallow. It's gonna be hard to swallow.
Yeah.
Anyway, hold on, wait a
I'm
minute.
so sorry, Tanya.
Back to Susie. Back to Susie.
All
Susie,
right.
what I was Oh, you guys are crazy. Trying to say is about knowing the person's number because he said he had a roster, and because he had a roster, you do want to know who he's sleeping with if you plan on sleeping with him as well. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said,
Right,
what you
but
don't know,
you even if
even
no,
if you
because
use a
a person who
protector.
has sex with one person can have AIDS. You know what I'm saying? You just whenever you get ready to go unprotected, period, you should go get tested together. So it doesn't even matter how
But
many,
do you
because
need to
even
know her name,
yeah,
Yvette? You need to know. Oh, he's messing with Susie Pie. Like you need to know her name, or you just need to know he's messing with
No, no, no,
somebody.
no, no, no. I'm not in this business like that. I don't need to know
Okay.
names.
Okay.
My, you guys
but
heard
I
me say this
understand what you're
before.
saying,
If
Yvette.
you're curious about the person, then that's what you guys should do. You should both go get
Okay.
checked, seen, make sure it's okay, copacetic, because you know what you don't
Okay.
know today can kill you.
All right, Yvette, go ahead and go. We're gonna let some other people do their thing. Enjoy
You know
your
what, Dave?
person,
I'm sick of you, but
huh?
oh, Sophie, I like your hair like that. You look really pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Susie, you're close by. We can link up.
Oh my God! You know what? I hope that wasn't your
Yes,
niece that
ma'am.
showed up. I'm
Yo,
over. I'm over here
salute.
talking crazy. I hope that wasn't a family member that
Yeah,
showed up. That was your niece. Tell your niece I'm sorry. Tell.
no, she's not here.
Shame,
Okay.
shame,
All right.
Just
shame.
it
I
wasn't,
would
I think.
shut this system down if she would have walked in and heard
Okay.
all this
Cool.
here.
Heard all that. Yeah, but see, Yvette, can we say that you started it? Can we please acknowledge
I,
that?
all
No,
right,
she
I
did what
started
she
it.
always did. Sophie started it. She
I,
said cock.
Yo, Sophie had me
I
crying.
prefer
Dave called it out. He says,
Sophie
wait,
a whole
Yvette's
forever.
always gonna say
You're right,
penis. And
penis.
then I said, I prefer cock. It's easier to swallow,
And that
or something like that. And then the crowd went wild.
Yeah,
I'm
Yo,
crying.
that's where it went wrong.
It's
Al,
easier.
Al, what? Talk sense to your friend. Al, talk sense to your friend, please.
I'll
Hi.
see you
Hey.
Oh, we're side by side. Let me
I'll see
get
you later.
okay. Let's see.
All right, what
Yes.
we
These
talking?
two.
What we talking about? Dick, penis, cum,
what? No,
nut.
what's
What we talking about?
what
Ow.
what what?
Okay. No, nobody's here but us. So Yvette was talking about, she was saying something and she said the word penis, right? And then Dave was like, oh, she always, brings up the word penis. And then I said, I prefer cock. It's easier to swallow. And I meant like when you're speaking about it out loud. So I do agree that penis is like the technical term. So when you're speaking about dick, it's easier to fill in the blank, comprehend
Well, yes,
dick
because
versus penis.
basically, the only
Uh-huh.
person, the people that use the word cock are white men.
Yes, that's why I was like, it's
Black
it's
men
like
don't.
light.
I would never call my shit cock. I
Yeah,
got a dick.
I disagree.
yeah.
I disagree.
Get out of here.
What do you
We
know?
what black man you know run around saying cock?
Yes. So that's why I like to verbally out
I'm
loud say the word
engaged,
cock
but I'll
because
tell you,
cock,
I'll call you after the show. And
take this cock. And then also, I don't
that's
know.
vulgar, Sophie.
I like that.
Put
You
me
live.
down.
I can't.
I don't know who's single and who's not in the room. So I think sometimes, people's idea of the dating and some of the verbiage, I'm not sure if it's aged or if it's new. So I don't know if who is actually actively dating. So some of these questions may be hypothetical for you, but it's like real life, like for me, because I'm dating and there are questions. And also there's some respect that I allow, autonomy I allow the people who I'm dating to have. If you're dating
Yeah.
somebody else, fine. Are you having sex? Okay. And then I move accordingly. There's no
Oops.
judgment.
Well.
Okay.
Here's my question. Again, when you're dating and you're meeting somebody, why would you ask who they're having sex with? Because honestly,
Exactly.
that's none of your damn business.
Exactly. Mhm.
Al, did you see the clip?
I
My
did see.
is
I
that
did see it,
people could lie.
but I think
Yeah.
what's going on is that with these new age people, everybody's trying to twist their terms of what they think about dating based on today's society instead of based on how they really feel. Because
Mhm.
age appropriateness for where we are, come on, you're not going on a date with me and ask me how many women am I sleeping with.
Mhm.
Al, are you single if you have a roster?
Yes, you are single if you have a roster.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you single if you are in a
are not.
committed relationship?
No, you're not. Now at that point, no, you're not single.
Okay.
You are
All right.
spoken for.
Spoken for. Because earlier we were like, well, you're not married, so you're single. But Tanya brought out
No,
the
no,
point.
that's
No,
not no.
once you're committed, you're not available. So that means, because some people
Ex-
use the term single to mean specifically unmarried, and some people use the term single to mean available to date. You see what I'm
Well, you
saying?
could be
Yeah,
married
we
and single
clarified
at
it
the
then.
same time.
Oh shit! See, you know what,
Okay,
Al? You
let
do
me.
this every show. Hold on. Nope.
No,
Al,
it's
explain.
no, because if we're
Explain.
gonna talk about it, if we're
Come
gonna talk
on.
about it, we're gonna talk about it.
You do it. Do your damn thing. Well, how can you be
You
married and single, Al?
okay? Because you have married people that live like they're single.
Mm.
But you're not single, but you acting like it.
Just because you
Right?
have a ring on your finger does.
Same thing.
Same thing, Tanya. If you acting single, then you're
It's the
single.
same thing. It's not the
No, you're not.
now the technical
That's a bunch
term.
of bullshit.
Now it's not the now it's the act. That was my point I was going to make earlier. Is that I don't care if I ask somebody how many people are you sleeping with. You can still lie. So the question is null and void. It doesn't matter how many times I ask you. You can always give me arbitrary number that might make me feel better. It could be
Okay.
15 women, but you're going to tell me 4. So like
Okay.
the question
The only,
doesn't really solidify, change anything for me. Like it really just it to me the question doesn't even have a place because regardless of whatever you were doing, once you're with me or we start vibing, that's gonna change anyway. So it is what it
So, but
is.
you're gonna
And
know
you
it
become
changes based on his actions, right? That's what it
the,
sounds
Right,
like.
right. Like the time that
the only way
we
you
might have been spending just if we were only dating, if we were dating, right, like, and we are only seeing each other, once a week, what I'm saying, it's a lunch date. And then that changes to twice a week for a couple of dinners. And then it changes to, I want you to come to this wedding with me as my plus one. And then it changes to, we got this barbecue with the family. Like it starts to adjust, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a shift
to
that
become
happens. And then once
exclusive.
that shift happens, yeah, yeah. So it's not. It's to me. It's like I could ask the question, "How many people are you fucking?" But it doesn't mean the honest answer. It doesn't. Even when you're married, like he's saying, you can be married and still be out here fucking multiple people, and it doesn't change the fact. Like yes, you're married, but you're not acting married. So what's the difference?
Go ahead,
the
But
only
Al.
way
You
you
were
but
could be
again,
married
I
and
got a
considered
question.
before we
single at the
lost.
same there's only
Wait.
2 ways that you can be married and considered single at the same time. One is if your marriage was a business deal, like you trying to help someone get their citizenship. That's the only way I would say that you're single. And 2 is if your paperwork is already filed to be divorced. That's the only way I could see being married and single.
That's what I was going to ask. If you're separated, are you single then?
And then
Okay. And then
Dave,
Al, Sophie,
oh, go
go
ahead.
ahead. Mm-mm.
Oh,
I was
okay.
clarifying, but go ahead, Soph.
Okay. When we started the show, I mentioned I speak in Times New Roman, cursive,
Right.
and
And
bold.
bold. Yep.
Yeah. So you guys can pick where this one falls in. Um, I know there's some people who are actively dating and are actually looking to trying to find like what is the way. I think we all can agree that we have experienced the wrong way. And sometimes that becomes the focus about the what ifs. What about somebody who's married and doing something wrong? But there are some people that need to hear the right or the ideal way
Mm.
about it. What is the way? I think we agreed that the girl maybe came in a little too strong, a little too hot, the guy fumbled. What would have been a better palatable way to address that when you're first meeting someone for the fans so that they can know, because everybody can have their horror stories, but what would be the right way, Carl? I think Carl was
The
bringing up
bet.
some good points on what's the right way, what is the preferred way, what is an ideal way to
Okay.
help
My my
someone who
my
is single.
my strongest suggestion for male or female to be safe would be I'm currently shopping.
Mhm.
That's it. I'm currently
Okay.
shopping. When I find what I'm looking for, then I will escalate it. But in the meanwhile, I'm currently shopping. Or as we used to say in old terms, we're taking applications.
Okay,
and leave it
Carl.
at that.
Up front question: the man should say that up front, or should he wait for the woman to ask?
Either way, I don't see no harm either way, because who's gonna sit here and insult whose intelligence?
Okay, so let's keep going with that. So now, in today's world, you know, women are moving like men, men are moving like women. What if a woman says, "Hey, Carl, I know you are interested, but I'm currently taking applications. I'm currently dating," and she may not indicate whether she's actually having sex. She's just saying, "Hey, I'm entertaining a bunch of men."
But
Does that
see,
turn you off, or do you
it wouldn't
say,
turn me on. It would be expected, because what woman is actually, I mean, it's idea in a man's mind to think that this woman is sitting at home every night in a queen size bed with her little rose getting on for the last 5 years. That's idea in our mind, because as a territorial person or insecure person, that's what we want to hear. But the reality is, she's allowed, just like you're allowed as a man, to shop around until
Well,
somebody catch your interest to make you say, all right, that's it, you it.
so allowed is cool, but allowed may not be what's preferred. And just hear me out I'm this is to the whole crew, okay? So this is to the whole crew. Hold on. All right, I had to mute you out because of the background noise. All right, so this is to the whole crew. I know that, you know, we would like to think that people are single and just waiting for us, or we would like to think that people are having sex responsibly, or we would like to think that people are not having sex, or we would like to think whatever. We don't know what they're doing. And Tanya said we can ask and might not get the truth. They might lie to us. Because my thing is this. I don't want to have to pull teeth. If I'm considering you for marriage, whoever you are, right? And I'm not talking about my fiance. I'm talking about when I was single. If I was considering a woman for marriage, I need to know where her head is. You know, pick her brain. What's up with her? I need to know where her morals are. Not just what her mouth is telling me, but what her actions are doing. So I do need time to kind of watch her. But a really good indicator is our first couple of conversations. And Al has talked about this before. A lot of stuff should be talked about before you even go on a first date. So if I am, you know, Mr. Inquisitive, and I'm like, hey, so on my profile, I said that I'm single and that I'm currently dating people, right? And then she says, well, you know, are you having sex with people? Yeah, I'm having sex with 2 people, right? But I'm using condom. Or I might say to her, hey, I told you that I'm dating people. Are you dating people? If so, how many people are you having sex with? How many people are you having sex with a condom, right? I'm gonna ask that because I want to know, because I'm evaluating from Jump Street. Are you even the type that I want to marry? If you're not, if I've had girls say, why are you asking so many questions? Oh my God.
Yeah,
All I want to know is, are you having sex? I didn't say how deep is your love, how wet does it get, and what kind of sex do you like to have? I just said, are you having sex? And if so,
but
And
let
you're
me know.
saying
that's
you're asking these questions on the first date?
Man, on the first phone call, F that. I'm asking on the
nah,
first
man.
What?
phone call.
Nah,
Yes. It
nah.
ain't
I
got
have
time.
never asked that question.
Listen,
Well,
that's
Yeah,
no.
I don't
Listen,
know.
You
that's
Yeah,
I ain't got
way
time.
you
too
you
much overthinking. Way too much
yeah,
overthinking.
yeah,
Let things flow in dosage. I love that word, dosage.
yeah.
All right. Well, my dose was a horse pill, a cock pill, if
Oh
you would.
God.
Go ahead, Al. Go ahead, Al.
so
Al.
so here's the
I
deal
thought you
though.
were a proponent. I thought you were a proponent for asking questions, Al.
Well, here's the deal. Are you asking the question because you're interested in having sex with me? Or
Ooh.
Pa-
are you just asking the question because you're being
It's Wi-Fi. Al, we got it. Come on, bro. The Wi-Fi every week. You know what it is? Al is gonna blame all of the multimedia movement. I know he's gonna say that.
And it
That's
Oh
what he
yeah.
is.
said.
Yeah, you
He's
know
he's
he
talking
is.
To a
about
certain
the
extent, it
intent.
is. It
It
does
He's
get kind
probably
talking
of
is.
about the
shaky.
intention. Are
It
you
is.
Yeah.
asking because your intention is to have sex, or are you asking because you're just a nosy, inquisitive person? Come
Or
Yes.
on,
or
dog.
or are you asking because you're looking for long-term marriage and you're not fucking around? You don't have time to waste.
Well, that's cool, but no matter if you're doing it for recreation or if you're doing it with the intentions of marriage, you still have to move in dosage, bruh.
Yeah, yeah, and this is real life. Like I said, I put it out there, but nobody answered. So I'm speaking for Sophia as somebody like in real life. I met a very nice man off the rip from
Oh, you
the
really
app
want our
that we met
advice?
from.
Oh, my
In
bad.
real life, he was like, I like your profile, like a conversation. And it was immediately, I'm off the app.
Who, you or him? Who said
Who
that?
are you or
Him.
him?
He's off the app. You know, we go out to eat. He gets offended because when I get the food, I was like, oh, thank you. Did you make the food? To the waiter. Did you make it? And he was like, you see, that's going to be a problem. I was like, wait, what?
See,
Because
red
if you're out
flag.
with me, then
So
he
Red
just
so
keeps
flag.
trying to
Red
Yeah.
ask,
flag.
like, are you dating anybody? I'm like, yeah, I'm dating a couple of people. And he's like, well, when's the last time you had sex?
Whoa.
So I was like, it's in real. It sounds good in theory, but when a lot of the things, ironically, that we're saying, when it happens, it makes you start. I became a whole Bob the Builder. I'm getting my brick. I'm getting my mortar.
building
I'm
walls,
just
Whoa.
like,
building
you
walls.
know, and
So
you're
so
you know
Yeah.
the
but
tippy
Sophie,
toe.
so let's break that down slightly. Let's break that down slightly. If he had asked those questions on the first texting on the app, you could have felt uncomfortable and said, I'm not with it, and you could have chose to not even meet up with the guy, right?
If you have asked the questions
In,
in the,
in other words, if he didn't ask you in person on the first date, if he asked you on a text or on the app, and he's getting inquisitive, that
uh,
gives you the red flag if you consider that a red flag, so you can bail out early, correct?
it's not that I would bail out. It's just it's the dosage,
Well,
you know.
all I'm saying is one person's dosage is too much for another person that's right on point. So what I would say is, when you said what's the right way, right? It's hard to prescribe a one way for everyone. I could say what worked for me, right? But I would say in this particular case, if I'm just listening as an
Mhm.
open-ended, thing, what am I trying to say?
You
Unobstructed
would
view.
fill the room, Dave.
I would say this. I would say if a guy is asking those questions on the app and you're not cool with it, he not your type of guy. Move on. From don't even entertain a
Yeah,
date.
yeah, yeah. It
Just
wasn't
move
like
on.
that. It's just once you probably saw the pictures, you read the profile, we're talking on the phone, then I don't want the medication for one. I don't need a prescription for two. So you have
Plus,
to wait and let it just
oh, the
flow.
pill. You need
Exactly.
you
Yeah,
don't
there's not
you don't want the
even
horse
you.
pill.
I'm not a patient.
Easier to swallow.
You know, it's
See
just
this?
letting it
Yeah.
flow. It's getting to know people because you're dating. We're not. If I find you attractive, more than likely somebody else finds you attractive,
Yeah.
and there's somebody else who's interested in you.
Mm.
Okay,
Hmm.
I'm not gonna sleep with you like Susie Pie was saying. I'm not gonna sleep with you. I may get a little tingle. May a little razzle dazzle may arise. I may want the cocky, but it's not gonna
This is
happen.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
It's
whoa,
not gonna happen.
whoa,
And as
Ignore.
we're just
whoa.
I
getting to
Stop.
can't.
know,
Did
I
we're
you
just
just
can't.
getting to
say
know each
cocky?
other.
She did the
Then
cocky.
Are you
Cocky.
The
Jamaican?
cocky.
The cocky.
I'm gonna make the word cocky a thing. You know,
That's
we're
some
gonna just be
Jamaican
able to
shit.
use that like
Yeah, that's a
anything.
Well,
And
that's
Jamaican
again,
crazy
word.
because
it
See
was
this,
very
that's
Dave?
crazy.
uncomfortable. It was just very uncomfortable. Maybe it's just not me, but I don't want anyone
Cocky.
asking all those intrusive questions. There's
Mm.
lots of other things you can find
You know what? You know what? So let me ask
about my
someone else.
character.
Sorry,
No,
Sophie.
well,
You done?
I've been
Yeah,
cocky
no, you're
all my
good.
life.
My bad.
Ooh, you see?
Oh God.
See, it's a thing now. So
Here
go
Stop
we
ahead
it.
and talk
go.
about
Yeah.
this cockiness.
See,
Stop it.
Hey,
hold on,
Okay.
wait. Y'all see what just
Because you can
happened, and
be
then we're gonna go to
bold.
Tanya.
He's
See,
bold.
when Dave says cock is vulgar, when Al Tariq says cocky, it's exciting.
It's the way he
Look at her.
said it. He
It's
said,
his
It's
delivery.
yeah,
It's his
it's like when
It's a
James Bond
different.
said push it,
It's
push it,
different
push
context.
it,
crosser.
push it,
yeah.
push it,
As
push
long,
it.
hey, listen, I don't care as long as they don't mention the word penis because every time I hear a woman say penis, I think of my pinky, the smallest fucking thing on the fucking body. It's very disturbing and disrespectful.
It's technical. Yeah, it's
I
very
agree.
technical. It's
Yeah,
very technical.
yeah.
Because it is a dick. Let's be
It's a
clear. It is a
dick.
dick.
Say it like with your chest out, like you mean it. Dick. The
Hell
pinky.
Tanya,
yeah.
you were gonna say something. Go ahead, Tanya.
So I was just gonna talk really more to Sophie, more of a
Oh,
personal situation, right?
oh,
Like
go
because
ahead. Hold on. Let me
um,
let y'all talk. Go ahead, talk, ladies.
uh, so you were kind of asking, right, the advice. So
Mhm.
my personal experience was I was in a very open. I'm dating somebody, but it's long distance. So, I'm kind of still open to meeting somebody else.
Mhm.
And when I met somebody else, I kind of went in with more of a casual feel, right? Like this ain't gonna be nothing serious. Like this dude is out here, like he's entirely too fine to be committed to somebody, right? But it turns out, so I didn't really want him like that. I didn't want to be in a relationship with him, but he was sexy as hell. So I was like, well, we can have something. And when we had like our first like sit down talk, the first thing, you know, he's telling me, he's like, listen, I got this, this, and this going on over here. What's your situation? And I was honest. I was like, well, I got somebody I'm dating long distance. And, you know, say last time I saw him was 4 months ago, whatever. He was just like, oh, well, you need to did that. And I'm like, you just said you got all this other such and such going on. He's like, yeah, but when it comes to me, like I got to be the only one you fucking with. And I'm like, well, I don't know that you worth that. And so then it became like a taste test. Like, well, let's just see. Let's see if it's worth that. And since it was, I was like, all right, cool. It's just you.
Oh God, a
But
taste
I
test.
understood that he had other people out there, but I appreciated the fact that I knew exactly where I stood with him. But just like I said, the shift happened when it started off as like, let's just go have a drink, let's go grab some burgers, to I'm about to take you to SDK, you know, get dressed. I'm about to go out of town. Do you want to come? It started shifting from the casual, simple, I don't really look at you like that, to like, nah, you mine for real. And it became just us. And that was 5 years. So I'm just saying it happens. It can happen. It can shift. But it started off super like, I ain't really fucking with you like that. Like I'm just fucking with you. But
Absolutely, as it should. I'm
perspective,
And I
completely.
think that
where my
I think that's how it
all
should
this
go.
is coming from. I think that's how it
I,
should go. I think like I'm good.
It's
But here's the thing.
transparent. Just be
I knew that I didn't want a relationship with him. I didn't want a relationship with him until I wanted a relationship with him. It shifted. It started off as nothing at all, like just dick. And then it was just
Well,
like,
that's
yeah, but I kind of like him. Like,
well,
honey,
that's
it
what
just
taste testers are
it
for.
changed.
I think I
Exactly.
think collectively, especially from the females, what I'm listening to is that collectively people don't feel they have to earn nothing anymore. That's why there's no dosage. That's why there's no feel the room, you know, feel the energy, see if this is permissible, what is not, and all of that. The balance, because there has to be a balance between being assertive and being overthinking. You understand
And
what I'm saying?
pushy.
There has to be a balance.
For me, it's
Yeah, you
just the
can't push me into
transparency.
committing to you. Yeah.
Pardon?
Yeah. And I appreciate that you're transparent with that guy, but he's just not able to handle it. He's not able
Oh
to
no, he
allow the
definitely was
shift
not able to
to
handle it.
happen.
He felt like beast because he felt like I was the ideal person for him, that he wanted me to mirror that. And I felt like, I call my person a person of interest, and it just like yours, it's long distance. I'm not dumb to the fact that the person is either seeing or not seeing somebody. And the understanding is that you are intimate, that you would, let me know, and vice versa. But on the first 48,
Right.
I feel like you just get to know the person. And most times, if you let someone talk, they will, tell them
They'll
themselves.
reveal it.
You let it just
They'll
flow,
reveal
you
Yeah,
everything
know?
you need to know.
They'll
Yeah.
reveal everything. Let it just flow,
yeah,
whether it's a
Yeah.
dose or whether it's a spray, a mist, it's gonna
yeah.
come out. Because there should be now people who are asking
Yeah.
all these questions are rushing. You're not
Correct.
patient. And that to me is a complete turn off. When you're rushing, when was your last
Agreed.
relationship? Da, 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 da. And it's just all, it should just flow. It should
Right.
flow over several dates, over several phone calls, and it makes it easier to because now you know
Yeah.
the person's background, their history,
It
and
has
you
to
have
be
more
organic.
relationship with
It's
them.
that
And you don't,
organic flow.
yeah,
Yeah.
when you start,
It's
because I don't want to judge
it's not
anybody.
rushing like he's about to get sentenced to 25 years of life in the next 2 months or something or whatever.
Yeah,
Right.
No,
that's
you
right,
know,
Let's hurry
Carl.
it
I
up.
don't know.
I'm being
I think
honest.
I think the first phone I think those first couple of phone calls, that's where you hit me with 21 questions.
But it has to flow,
So
Mhm.
yes, it has to flow, but that's where you ask the question: how many kids you got?
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
Mm-hmm.
What's your what type of do you like? Are you a titty man? Are you? That's where all
Yeah.
those questions come from.
Uh-huh.
So by the time you go on your first date, that
I
first
saw that.
date should be fun and exciting and
Mm-hmm.
laughable, and That's where you can find. That's if y'all made it to a first date after your phone calls, that first date should be phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah. And you should
That
not
And we
go on a
have to
first
remember
date.
that.
Go ahead, Tanya.
I'm sorry, I was going to say we have to remember not everybody is dating with the same intention or intensity. Like just because you're dating and looking for a wife doesn't mean I'm dating looking for a husband. I could get to that, but it doesn't mean that's what I'm starting off with. You know what I'm saying? You
Well,
sometimes you have to allow for that organic emotion to grow. Like I started
Or not.
off like, well, this is just gonna
Or
be
not,
casual,
Tanya, because look,
or
you
not,
told
or
you
not.
told us that he
But you
said
have to.
early on, he's dating other people, but you can't. That's where he was at. And if he's honest up front, you have a choice. I mean, I can rock with that or not.
Right.
If a guy is asking
You
21
understand that if
questions on
you
the
want to.
first phone call, I'm sorry. If a guy is asking 21 questions on the first phone call, like Al said, she can rock with it or not.
Mm-hmm.
If a guy does what the guy did with Sophie, he starts asking those questions on the date and acting possessive on the date, which is a whole nother tier, right?
right, right.
That's uncomfortable, but she can either rock with that or not. I wouldn't rock with somebody being possessive on the first date. But
Nah,
if they ask me 21 questions on the phone, ain't no skin lost. You just asking questions. I'm with it or I'm not, and
right.
I move on.
But
And my point is, if the 21 questions person is your type, then you're gonna entertain it. If the 21 questions person ain't nowhere near your type, then it's gonna feel like it's intrusive. That's my personal take
Well,
on
the
that.
question
Sometimes
was,
it's not what you
well,
say, it's how
then,
you say it too.
That's how you say it.
well, then
How
you
you
got to ask
answer
the
it.
question, Dave. What do you mean if that's not your type? Because if it, why are you entertaining conversations? How did y'all get to the point where y'all making phone calls if someone is not the other person's type?
They might have looked apart, but then you start talking to them and mentally they ain't
I
there.
see what you're saying.
that's
I see
That's what
what
I
you're
what I'm
mean.
saying.
getting ready to
You
say.
on
I
the
see what
app, you
you're
Look,
saying.
say they're handsome, they're beautiful. Then you get on the phone. Oh my God, Lord, no.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
People
I
like
think all it
the
is.
idea of
I
people.
think y'all
And
put a
Mhm.
lot of pressure on that first date and what happens prior to the first date because the average dude can't remember the girl's damn birthday in the first 30 days. So why are we putting so much emphasis into the first week, 2 weeks, first date when you got all the time to spread it out? When you are talking on these multiple dates, you are
No
conversing
pun.
and knowing and picking each other's brains. So what's the rush?
Well,
Okay,
Carl,
so
the
then,
rush
so
might
with,
be
hold up, Dave. So with that said, what's that first conversation like on the phone? What are you talking about?
Well, if that's the case, if you want to
You're
go
talking
with
about
what
Carl.
Dave is saying, 21 questions, and what you're saying, first date and all of this,
don't.
then we won't have the argument of making sure that is who she says she is. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Because you don't know her parenting skills. You don't know how her family raised her.
Who
You
on a
understand?
first phone call? Really?
You're
And
not,
it could all
but see,
be a
this is what I'm
lie.
saying.
And
There's
it could
so
all
much
be a lie.
more.
It could all be
Listen to what I'm
dishonest
saying, Al.
information.
Al, there is
Um,
so much more that the man needs to know that
okay.
he's not going to know within 21 questions, first date, or even the
Yes,
first
sir.
2, 3 weeks.
I
You have
follow
to let
you.
it spread because really, if we look on both sides, male and female, the biggest issue and the biggest overprotected thing is vulnerability. People got
Yes,
to feel
sir.
comfortable to want to
Right.
express this to you, share it with you. Otherwise,
Mm.
you're really pushing somebody in the pool.
But my question to you is, Carl, on that first phone call, what's the dialogue?
You
can,
keep
can I? Oh, go ahead.
Go
Yes,
ahead, Corey.
please.
Let me tell y'all something. You see this right here? I've been doing this for the most of the show.
Okay.
You conversations and the way we talk most of the time is how we drink water.
Exactly.
You should sip it.
Exactly.
But if you got no one is doing
Exactly.
Wait, hold up. That's not necessarily true. I just came back from basketball practice and I was thirsty. I slammed the
but
hell out of
but
my
but
Oh
water.
see
my
right
God.
Al Tree, but here you go. You
Good
said you
point.
was thirsty. If you're thirsty for a relationship and you want to do all that, that's when
You don't act.
Come on. You
Thank
proving my
you.
point,
My
Corey.
brother
You
Corey.
come
Yes.
on. Yes.
Go sis.
but if you taking your time,
See, that's a problem. Y'all out here trying
yeah.
to be I'm trying to find a wife. I'm getting
But
mad,
but,
nigga.
but guess what?
And guess
But guess
what?
what, Dave? But guess what, Dave?
When
She
she
was
stood up,
thirsty.
I was like
But,
this. Ah.
but guess what? She was thirsty
Listen
too.
to Corey.
Which
She
is
was
my point.
thirsty too.
No.
Hold on, Carl.
Wait,
Hold on, Carl. Hold
hold
on, hold on, y'all. Which was my point. And that's really what we're saying, at least what I'm saying, is if both people are thirsty and panting for that relationship and marriage, hold on. I'm not saying you just date anybody. I'm
Right.
saying you vet them and you early on, you say, hey, I asked 21 questions and she kind of was with it. And she asked me something back. Wow. And then you go on a date and you're like, yo, we really have a lot in common. Okay. But
Yes.
if you ask those questions and it's like, hold on, wait a minute, that's intrusive. Or like Tanya was saying, you ask those questions and you think they lying, then y'all not compatible. Move the fuck on and go find the person that's ready to gobble some water.
And then you find out she's a man.
You know what, Carl? You know what?
Cut it
Wait,
out.
but you know what? Hold up though. I like that.
Violation.
Here's the deal. Check this out.
Hold on, Carl. Because I'm coming straight to you.
No, Dave, I got this one. Dave. So check it out. So take me and Sophie for an example. Right? I don't want to wait 2 months to find out she's a man if I can find out in 2 days.
You're gonna find out during the conversation.
But
though.
shit, we gotta wait to find out if y'all men. No, hold on. We gotta wait to find out if y'all are men. We have to wait months and years and weeks and we
You
still
don't
don't
have
know.
to,
We have to
though.
wait to find out if y'all are men. Come on, come on.
You don't have to.
Hold
But
on
my
now.
point is, we don't have to wait.
Listen to what she's saying. She has to find out, are you prepared for the responsibility of a woman? You got no life insurance. You haven't been to a doctor in God knows how long. You say you got this, that, and third, but come to find out
You got something else.
I mean, come on.
But Carl, I hear
Y'all
you.
are
But if
preaching
you're being
tonight.
truthful if you're being truthful up front, it doesn't take weeks and months when you
Who
can
the
handle
hell
it
is
in
being
days.
truthful up front?
Nah, and that's the problem. And that's the problem. And that's the problem.
Okay.
And that's the
Okay.
problem.
We passed over. We have a very special, brand new person that is here, and
We do.
I am floored that we passed by the cliffhanger, the viral moment when Miss Tanya Dimples said, "It is intensity versus intent." Like, as a single person, that is all encompassing. The intensity, like if you're out there, you're running, you have a big roster, and then you find somebody, then your intent may change. But if you have a roster and you're still playing in there, then the intensity may be more lax.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like that to
Dave's
me, as a
That's a good
stupid.
single
point.
person,
That's a good
that
point.
just changes the entire game.
See,
If you can find somebody with the same intent
that's
and
right.
intensity, then you don't have to worry about doses because you're gonna go ahead and it's already gonna start. It's gonna give you
Right.
motion.
Yeah,
Carl
You
makes
Corey.
can't, you
a
can't
great point.
row the boat.
Corey,
If
look,
you're going
I'm
like this
thirsty.
and I'm going like that and I'm going slow,
Please.
you're gonna go around in circles.
I need to do one thing, and I'm gonna do this for the ladies real quick. Just the fellas up here. Just the
All right.
fellas. One question.
Okay, sit us down, Dave.
And I'm gonna start with Al. How long does it take you to decide? Because every man does this. How long does it take you to decide if a woman is fuckable or keepable?
How long does it take?
Yes, for you.
I would say in the first conversation.
Corey.
Shit. The way my plan here, man, some damn years.
Oh, God, hey. Shit. Now we see why you sipping. Now we see exactly why you got your thumb up. Now we see.
Now, yeah.
First conversation for me, Carl. First conversation. Yo, okay, nah. Nope. Can't do it. That's how quickly. Now look,
It's
y'all.
a process.
The conversation.
Every man has
That
to
is
ascertain
hilarious.
if a woman is either fuckable or keepable. That makes him decide how he's gonna move with her.
All right. Hey, y'all, we got to do this. I'm going to play the meme. I'm going to play the meme one more time because we have T-minus 5 minutes. But I'm going to play the meme one more time because I just want to hear it. And then y'all give me your final 30 seconds on it.
And crazy about me and only me. So when you talk to me, you drop everybody else.
All right, here it is.
So are you single? Do you believe you're single? Or is there anyone out there that believes they're in a relationship with you?
I'm single. I am single. I do have a rotation, but it's
Thank you.
but
Thank you for
I
your
just gotta be
honesty.
honest because it's gonna come out eventually. So you know what I mean? Like,
I appreciate it.
but I'm not doing nothing with everybody if that's what you're trying to get at. But we talk on the phone, you know.
I need my man to be my man, my man, my man, and crazy about me and only me. So when you talk to me, you drop everybody else.
All right. Final thoughts as we go around the room. Everybody got about 30 seconds. Al, you can go first.
That's a bunch of bullshit. First of all, he shouldn't disclose that because when you disclose information like that, you're basically saying you're sleeping with them all. So to come up with a disclaimer afterwards to say, I'm not sleeping with them all, then why would you mention all of them other women that you got in rotation in the first place? Two, from her standpoint, he just told you he got women in rotation, and now you're thinking that he's just going to automatically drop all of them for you. Don't you think those other women thought the same thing, yet they're all still in rotation? I'm good.
Final thoughts. Next person, Corey.
When you drink slowly. Don't drown yourself. I don't know the hell this this whole little situation. Let me tell you something. It's 2024. You have to do what you got to do to win. Either ask the questions or not, or ask all the questions you want to be. But as long as you're like Miss Dimple said, the intent matches whatever, do that because ain't nobody can match correctly in this time anyway.
All right. Next person, Susie Pie. 30 seconds. Last thoughts.
That video just proved how communication is piss poor because she cannot articulate herself at all. She was basically asking what is his intentions, and she was making it clear that she was seeking to be in a relationship, and she said it so horribly. And yeah, that man could talk to whoever the hell he wanted to talk to. I'm done.
All right. Carl, last thoughts. 30 seconds.
All I know is that was some bullshit. I mean, you're in a relationship before you get in a relationship is insane from her part. And from him, like I said, he should have left it at, yo, I'm just shopping. I'm trying to find me a wife, and left it alone. He didn't go into explanations and all that. That's crap.
All right. Tanya, 30 seconds. Final thoughts.
Too much too soon. You gotta, ease your way into such aggressions, and you can't put expectations on it. Man, you don't even know his last name. So relax.
Okay. Sophie, last final thoughts. 30 seconds.
I'm gonna go ahead and read a scripture. Elder Mario Winans, and it reads as such: I don't want to know if you're playing me. Keep it on the low, because my heart cannot take it anymore. Oh, you guys are familiar.
Yes.
It's too soon.
Amen.
And Brother Love Diddy was also a co-author, so we know
Oh,
they're
God.
trying to go a couple.
Oh no!
Pause.
Brother,
And that came from this the book of Hurt No More, the single.
Yes.
Number 2 on the Billboard.
All right.
By Brother Mario Winans. So with that being said,
Yes.
You state your intentions. You should be prepared for intense questions. And if you're not prepared, you will end up like these people that probably would have matched had she had posed her question a little bit softer, and had he been prepared to go into a room with women.
That's it, y'all. We got to go. Hey, thanks for watching After Dark. Thanks for participating. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe everywhere. We'll see y'all next week, man. It's Dave Life. Thanks to all the panelists, y'all. Peace out, y'all. Peace.
All right, baby, I'm done.